Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to New Richmond, Wisconsin for Big Rivers Conference football. There's a dandy teed up tonight here on the field at New Richmond High School. The 4-0 River Falls Wildcats are set to take on the 3-1 New Richmond Tigers in high school varsity Big Rivers Conference football. Hello again, everybody, and welcome. I'm Kevin Westhouse, joined by Jeff Johnson, Rob Derry, Braden Engstrom, and Mr. Dan Jenkins on stats tonight. Hey, Jeff, how are you?
Fantastic, Kevin. For a Week 5 high school football game, it doesn't get much bigger than this one, does it?
No, it doesn't get much bigger than this at all, Jeff, especially Wildcats coming out of the gate hot. They're coming out good. They're coming out as team. They're 4-0 on the season. And they're coming off a big win last week against Chippewa Falls. They were behind 12-6 at the half. They found some answers to that Chippewa Falls counter defense and or the counter offense, the counter play offense. Found some answers to that and put up some points, 22 unanswered points in the second half.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they did. Yeah, excellent job. It's the first time that the Wildcats probably got hit in the mouth during the entire season, and they got up from the ground and, again, had a strong second half to close out the game with a convincing 28-12 victory, which did not seem very close at the end of the game.
No, it didn't. So I talked to Coach Justin Wilson after that game early this week. I think it was on Monday. I said, "What halftime? Like, what changes did you make? Because something changed." He said, "Kevin, it was pretty simple. We told all the linebackers and safeties just to take one step back. They played 1 yard back. He said they were too tight in there. He said they were getting to the edges on them. He said, and they made that 1 yard adjustment to keep the play in front of them. He said it made all the difference in the world."
It really did, and what it did is it turned Chippewa Falls into a passing team as they got behind in the second half, and that's exactly where they don't want to be as a football team. They live off of their ground attack, and again, Wildcats did an excellent job defensively in the second half and were able to put up enough points to win the game.
Yes. So Wildcats are 4-0 on the season. 2-0 in conference. Last week, again, they get that big win last week, 28-12 over Chippewa Falls. Boy, some good stuff going on with senior quarterback Tino Massa. He's throwing for a 73% completion clip. He's 54 for 74, 825 yards with 9 TDs and just 1 interception. He's first in the Big Rivers Conference in yards and TDs, Jeff.
Yeah, I think Tino's big improvement over last season is his efficiency. He's taking his checkdowns when they're there. He's throwing the ball downfield when it's available, and he's eliminating the turnovers. And turnovers were a big problem for the Wildcats last season. They've been very good so far at avoiding them, but this will be, again, a very tough test tonight against New Richmond, a very, very good football team.
Yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit about the running backs now. We've got Joseph Tarasavich. He's got 580 yards on 82 attempts. He's got 11 touchdowns. He's second in the BRC in yards, but he's going to be going up against Austin Wittick for New Richmond, who has 727 yards, 11 TDs. He's sixth in the state, Jeff, and he's first in the Big Rivers Conference. 2 good ones tonight.
Yeah, Wittick, only a junior, so we'll unfortunately get to see him again next season, but got a little banged up towards the end of last week's game, so we'll see how healthy he is tonight. But yes, that's 2 stud running backs going at it tonight here in New Richmond.
Yeah, it's going to be really good to see. So offensively for the River Falls Wildcats, we learned Charlie Burke may be out maybe until the last game of the season, or maybe the season with a broken collarbone. We learned that tonight. That's going to hurt a little bit on the offense for the Cats.
Yeah, it's going to actually hurt on both sides of the ball, Kevin. Charlie's been playing a lot of safety for the Wildcats defense, and two-way player. It's tough when you're playing 2 ways. Obviously, you're twice as prone to getting hurt as you are if you just play one way. And yeah, certainly a tough break for the Wildcats, and hopefully we'll get to see him back towards the end of the year.
So it's going to put a little more pressure on Mason Novak, and as well as Austin Stelreich, I think, could be a factor in tonight's game. Also, just a side game tonight, Austin Stelreich, the defensive end and tight end for the River Falls Wildcats, will be chasing down his cousin, Mr. Nick Stelreich, the quarterback for the New Richmond Tigers.
They've gone at it a lot over the last couple of school years, both in football and in basketball. A lot of one-on-one battles between the two of them. and we'll see who comes out victorious tonight.
Yeah, that's always going to be a fun side game to watch. I'm sure their dads, they're both twins, have maybe a little side wager going on there. We'll have to wait and see.
I don't know if they sit next to each other during these games or not.
Yeah,
but,
I don't know. Hey, Jeff, I just saw some umbrellas pop out here. I know there is some rain in the forecast. Rain is okay. Let's just keep the lightning away so we can get this game in.
Yeah, that's the key. The forecast looks like rain till about 11 o'clock tonight, off and on. But like you said, if we can keep the lightning away, we should be in good shape.
We're good up here, and this press box that we're in, it's fairly ample. It's a little narrow, but it's not bad. The good news is the windows are out, and there is about a 6-foot overhang, so we're going to be good in here tonight.
Yeah, this is really nice. Not brand new, but it's a relatively new high school here in New Richmond, and beautiful stadium, Tiger Stadium here, and a great place to watch a football game, and a great place to broadcast as well.
You can see Chris Larson down on your screen there at home. He's our on-field camera operator. He's wearing the camera tonight to try to blend in a little bit. I'm not sure if that's going to help him or not, but he's ready to go to get the Wildcats coming out of the tunnel, so that'll happen here shortly.
Should be momentarily. Wildcats 4-0, like you said, Kevin, 2-0 in the conference. New Richmond, it was on a 12-game winning streak for the regular season until last week's game.
Let's talk about that, Jeff. Go ahead.
Yeah, when they lost their first game in 12 regular season games to Hudson, by a score of 24-21. That game could have gone either way as it kind of went back and forth throughout the entire contest. Hudson also 4-0, 2-0 in the Big Rivers. We'll see them next week.
Yeah, tough one. Couple tough ones ahead here for the Wildcats, and it all starts right here tonight. And here come the River Falls Wildcats, all in the white tonight. White bonnet, white top, white pant, white socks. Clean, crisp, ready to go. Boy, that's a good look. There's big 75, Sam Simpson. And here comes some guys maybe a little dinged up. And there they are, ready to get after it. And the Richmond Tigers are also on the field. Just moments away from national anthem, kickoff, high school football, Friday night lights, undefeated teams, Big Rivers Conference rivals. Get some popcorn, let's go. Anthony Hangst, he's there. We're ready in the Fox Valley. Tony Bullock, go Cats, he says. Lincoln Tremaine, hello Lincoln. Lois Allman, Benjamin Krowetsky said lots of rain coming. Hope this game goes well. He's our on-spot weather reporter tonight. You keep us posted, Benjamin.
Big crowd here tonight already, Kevin.
Did I hear it was homecoming for in Richmond?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So.
Yep. You heard right on that one. New Richmond, the defending Big Rivers Conference champion. They were 11-1 overall last season. First place in the Big Rivers. They made it all the way to level 3.
Fairly deep in the playoffs.
Yes, until they lost to Rice Lake 28-6.
Yeah, they won 12 in a row, and hopefully the Wildcats can put them on a little mini losing streak here. We'll see. All right, clock. They got 12 minutes on there for first quarter, but not until we hear the national anthem. Let's see. Boy, their PA is not loud at all. Yeah, most stadiums you can really hear the PA. You can't hear it at all.
No.
You're hearing what we're hearing. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. They're doing all the public address announcers, giving all the pregame instructions about sportsmanship and what you can and can't say. Now he's telling everybody to rise for the national anthem. The choir is going to sing, the Richmond Choir. Let's see if we can pick this up for you. Nice job, New Richmond High School choir. Real nice job belting that out. There they are. They're happy they got that in before the rain. All right, here we go. 12 minutes on the clock. We'll play 4 quarters. River Falls Wildcats, the New Richmond Tigers. Wildcats all in white tonight. They get let out by Joseph Tarasavage. They're all jacked up on a case of Mountain Dew. Let's go. It's fun, isn't it, guys? High school football. Jeez, it doesn't get much better than this.
And here come the Tigers.
Billy Jensen says, let's go, Cats. Oh, the Tigers, they sneak onto the Wildcat side of the field. They flex a little bit early.
Well, when you're
flex.
defending conference champ, I guess you can do that.
A little flex. Yeah. Good thing we're not at Ohio State. It could get ugly. Yeah, I can't hear the PA one lick.
No, that's not going to help us much. So
they got a beautiful $3 million stadium. They should invest in the PA.
The PA generally serves as our spotter, too, for tackles. So
right. We're on
our own here.
We are on our own.
Yeah.
We have Dan Jenkins back here, though, old Eagle Eye.
Yeah. One thing I have already picked up on tonight, New Richmond running back Austin Whittick will not be playing tonight. He's on crutches on the sidelines. So that is a big blow for the Tigers offense. No Austin Whittick. Hate to see that.
Benjamin, he's just feeding the beast. Ben, we're going to have a lot of fun. How about that? Wildcats will receive tonight. They'll be going from our left to your right, north to south. Back deep for River Falls is Ryan O'Keefe on the near side. And who do we have on the far side, Jeff? Is that Anthony McPherson.
Correct.
So O'Keefe on the near side, McPherson on the far side. Couple up backs. Whistles away, and let's go. We got football. It's a low squib kick that's headed towards the out of bounds. That is going to make it to the out of bounds marker, and the Wildcats are going to get it, I think, on the 30 or 35.
Good field position to start for the Wildcats. It's the 35, I believe.
I like that. No injuries, no contact. That's just one less contact play. That helps right there. So the ball's out of bounds. Wildcats will take over 1st and 10.
It's a 30, actually.
On the 30. In that case, you know what? Why don't you just kick it out of bounds every time?
Well, you know what? The refs are trying to decide here.
Yeah, they're still thinking. They're like, did you go to that breakout session on kickoffs out of bounds?
They literally don't
32
know.
and a half. They don't know. Now they're going to go 35.
Yep.
There we go.
All right.
The one said 30. The other one says, I think it's a 35.
We'll just try
that was the least confident spot I've ever seen. But here we go.
Good start for the refs.
Ball's on the near hash mark. Tino Massa. Pistol formation flanked by Joseph Tarasavage. They'll give it to Tarasavage. He runs off the right side. He's met by a big defensive lineman for New Richmond. Number 54, Jeff, stopped him in his tracks.
Yep, that was Matthew Folks, the senior, 6'2", 274.
Yeah, we kind of talked about you have the 1-2 backs in the league playing tonight.
And no Whittick tonight.
Whittick tonight, so just a two-back.
One. Just one.
2nd down and 10. Now Massa's back to pass. Stop route. Got him in! Caught! Nice catch. Todd Benedict, 40, 35, 30. He's off to the races. Makes a miss and taken down in the red zone. Down to the 17, 18-yard line. What a pass, what a catch, and some great yak.
He was wide open, Kevin. There was nobody within about
red zone
6-7 yards of him. And Wildcats in to hurry up.
We're in the Sunshine Fund red zone. Jenner Vard and Joe Karras, Black Wolf Exteriors and State Farm Insurance. Let's go. I tell you what, your ad doesn't get to stay up there a lot long in this hurry-up offense. You got to get it and go. We're going to catch the Black Wolf Exteriors off balance. Here we go. Give it to Joey. He's going off the right side this time. He plunges forward down to about the 17. That wasn't a great spot on that I thought Benedict had where they are right now on that last one, but they marked it on about the 19, about 2-yard gain there for Joseph Tarasavage. 2nd and a long 8. Red zone already for the Cats. Massa. Give it to Joey, and they swarm him down. That's going to be a loss there. And they're going to say fumble. The New Richmond says we got the football, but I believe they whistled the play dead. It'll be 3rd and 10 now for River Falls. I'm going to guess possibly 4-down territory here, unless you want to march out the Gavin Carafel. We'll see, huh?
Have a very reliable kicker, like you said, Kevin, so
we'll see.
It's an option inside probably the 35.
There's some confusion. You got 2 guys covering 3 up top, Jeff. Crossing route. Got a man caught down to the 8. I think he's got first down yardage. Put that right on Todd Benedict. Oh, what a throw by Tino Massa. That's college level throw there on a well-covered Benedict. Are they going to mark him a little short? Again, not a very generous spot at all.
No,
wow, because he was riding on the body of the defender, Jeff.
Yep, yes he was. I thought he was beyond the 9-yard line, but
no, I'm not buying what they're selling there. But I'm sound like a little bit of a homer. But I thought he had it,
and not even a measurement either.
No measurement. Tarasavage will plunge it forward. Doesn't matter, Jeff. He's got a first down at the 6.
Well, it should be anyway, right?
Right. First and goal for the Cats. What an opening drive here. Hang on to the football. Let's plunge one in before the rain. 7-yard line. Massa again, pistol formation. Give it to Joey. Right up the middle. Left side touchdown. Joseph Tarasavage and the River Falls Wildcats strike first. Wow, what a statement drive to start this one. Jeff Johnson, they pick up right where they left off.
Yeah, they certainly have. Statement drive is right. You know, had a couple of long completions, one real long one to Benedict, and then it was all Tarasavage on the ground. So your typical Wildcat drive right there.
You know what that drive was? That was tidy.
Very tidy. Efficient
and tidy. It's a low snap. That thing is squirting away. Just get on it and lay down and save yourself some agony. That was a proverbial low snap. Got right past Riker O'Keefe. And if that's a hockey call, he shoots and scores.
Yeah, Riker, there's nothing he could have done on that
play.
I think it bounced 2 or 3 times
that
before
thing was coming in hot and heavy. Look at Mom's on. She says going to be a great game. Of course it is, Mother.
Yeah, so far.
Little mom from Waupun. Ben likes it. He's got a woohoo go Cats. Somebody, can you find the clap emojis on that tutter right there? 6-0 Cats with 9:25 to go. Well, you received the ball. You'd like to go down and put a touchdown on the board, and they do it.
65 yards in 2 minutes and 35 seconds for the Wildcats. Like you said, very tidy drive for the Cats. And now let's see if their defense can hold up against the high-powered Tiger offense.
Anthony Hengst found the clap emojis. Some other good games around the league tonight. Hudson is delayed at Stevens Point, Menominee Superior, and Rice Lake Chi High. Oh, that is kickoff. Never mind. I just leave you alone.
Kevin Carafel doing the kicking for the Wildcats.
He's been putting him in the end zone all season long to see if he's got a leg tonight. That's a high end-over-end kick, headed towards the end zone, fielded on the 1, taken out to the 10, 15, cuts to the outside. Now he's got the middle and swarmed down at the 21-yard line. Nice job there by a host of Wildcats after a 20-yard return by Braden Yeski.
Matt Tiffany with the tackle, number 33, the senior.
Yeski, that's a pretty good name. Yeski. No, sir, Yeski.
We'll see who takes Whittick's place in the Tigers' backfield.
Number 11, that's Tavian Brandt.
Tavian Brandt is their second leading rusher, averaging a little bit over 10 yards a carry, although in a limited amount, 17 carries.
Yeah, that's a big ding. Their number 1 back, 6th rated back in the state, out tonight for Richmond. That's big. They'll give it to Tavian Brandt, tries to bounce it to the outside. He gets bumped, and State keeps his feet and keeps going and then steps out of bounds after a short gain. Boy, they had him tied up, and he was able just to squirt away and get to the edge.
Yeah, it looks like a smaller back than...
He's 5'7", 155. That is very small.
Yeah, Woodick 6 feet, 187, so obviously a big difference, but certainly appears to have a lot of quickness based on that first carry.
I see Luke Quaid in the backfield now, to number 14, I believe. I saw 14 floating around, but no, I think he must have went out to wide receiver. Still Tavian Brandt in the backfield. This time they're going to keep it. Stelreich's going to keep it. He's going to move forward. He finds a little bit of a seam. He bounces it to the outside and taken down after about a 9-yard gain. Nice job by quarterback Nick Stelreich. He's their athlete, huh?
Yeah, Stelreich's a big kid. Not generally your conventional size parameters for a high school quarterback. 6'5", 224. It's a big boy.
And we talked about his cousin, Austin Stelreich, as a defensive end for the Cats. We'll be hunting him down all night. Stelreich is going to go back to pass, still looking, crossing route, and throws over one intended receiver and behind the other intended receiver. That's number 6. Josh DeGear was maybe the intended receiver down the field behind him.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, that he was looking for DeGear on that play, but like you said, Kevin, just a little bit behind him and puts him in a second and long position here.
Stelreich had plenty of time there. Got his eyes down the field. Yeah, he's definitely Nick Stelreich looks like a quarterback. That's 6'5", 224. That's an NFL frame.
Big kid, just like his cousin.
Yes. Stelreich, shotgun formation. That's a bad snap. Now he's got to chase it down. He gathers it, being chased down heavily on the far side, a slip, and then out of bounds at the 37. Boy, he made something out of nothing there. That could have been disaster for New Richmond, but he ends up gaining about 5 yards, I believe.
We'll see where they spotted here.
Oh, they gave him one. I thought he was up the field farther.
Yep,
we're kind of blocked here on the near side, so maybe he stepped out earlier. 3rd and long for New Richmond. Get after him here. Let's see if the Stelreich can get the Stelreich here. Let's watch this matchup.
Austin, number 83 at the bottom of your screen.
Near side here, defensive end. Man in motion. Stelreich keeps it. Headed towards first down yardage. I think he's got it. He's real close. Now that's going to be a generous spot this time. Wow. So I watched Nick Stelreich there. He kind of got sucked on the inside there on over pursue, and then, Nate on the over pursue, and Nick just was patient, waited for that to crush in, and then he got to the outside. First down. Nice run there by the quarterback, Nick Stelreich. Austin Stelreich, yeah.
When he gets a head of steam going, Kevin, he's an awful tough kid to bring down.
He is big.
He's a big kid.
With their big back out, a lot's going to be on his shoulders tonight. This time they'll give it to...
He keeps
it again. Maybe that's the game plan tonight, right? Their big studs out, and you got to just keep it in the hands of your athlete.
I think it's smart. He is their second leading rusher. He's got 34 rushes for 315 yards this season and 3 touchdowns, so that's close to 10 yards a carry up until tonight. So, yeah, he'll just get some extra duties, I would assume, running the football tonight.
2nd down and 5. There's a Stelreich's 83 and 12 right there on your screen at home. The cousins. Pass crossing route off the fingertips of Braden Yeski. So there it is. That was headed to Yeski, and that ended up being Noski.
That was an Oski. Yeah, it was no fault of Stelreich. It was a good pass, and just glanced off his fingertips.
Jeff, is this my water right here?
Yeah, that's yours. Yeah, you're good. Ball might be a little wet already, so.
Yeah. I don't see any umbrellas out right now. 3rd down and 5. Potential 4-down territory. We'll see. Wildcats on the far side getting all crazy, ready to go. Defense got to get stiff here. Patience, try to draw them all. Bad snap! That thing is going to Baldwin. He lays on it, and that's a big loss there. Second bad snap of the night. That one took off.
Yeah, second for New Richmond. We've had one already for River Falls on that extra point, so that's 3 bad snaps total in about 5 minutes of action. So
that thing came out of their hot. That the exit velocity on that was 47.
Which makes you wonder if the football's a little bit wet.
Boy, that came out of there heavy. Now they're going to punt. It's 4th and Star Prairie. 4th and 34. Star Prairie's that way. 4th and Star Prairie. It's that way. Punt, low punt. Yeah, just get out of the way of that. Gets a good New Richmond roll. That's going to be down at the 36-yard line. Hey, really good punt from back there. And they flip the field, and the Wildcats will take over 1st and 10 on their own 36.
43-yard punt, no return.
So Wildcats defense holds with a little help of a couple bad snaps. Last week we talked about it was a very wet game last week. It was wet. It was rainy. It rained almost the whole game. We talked about how turnovers and ball control were going to be a key factor in the game. We really didn't hit on it tonight because it's not raining yet, but already probably more of a factor tonight than it was all of last week.
Yeah, for sure, and that's going to continue throughout the evening. We are just hoping to get this game in without any lightning delays. I understand it's lightning in River Falls right now.
Well, let's keep it there.
Yep.
Massa rolling out, got a man in the flat. That's caught. Moves it up the field, 10 yards, 12, 13. Get out of bounds. 17-yard gain on the far side. Who do you have over there,
That's
Jeff?
Todd Benedict, number 4 again.
Todd Benedict. Boy, that was a really nice pass by Massa. Had him in the flat, caught him right in stride. Then Benedict's got to catch that before he runs, and he did that perfectly over there. You get a temptation to get up the field too early, and some guys dropped that football. Benedict just reeled it in and went up for about 17. Hand off to Tarasavage. He's trying to go off that big left edge, bounces it to the outside. That is a tough 2 yards right there for Joseph Tarasavage.
It's a real tough 2 yards. The stout New Richmond front 7 was able to stop him for a limited gain. Yards are going to be tough to come by on the ground tonight.
Someone says 4th and Roberts. So Roberts is really that way, isn't it? South. So Star Prairie, yeah. So Wildcats are going south right now. Back to pass. Rainbow down the near side's got a man. Oh, intercepted. Boy, what closing speed there by Parker Rohde, I believe. Is it number 3 who intercepted?
That was actually number 10. That was
10?
Keegan Langness.
Okay, thank you, Keegan Langness. Where did he come from?
Yeah, not a big kid.
Let's go back, take a look at that, Jeff. Boy, I thought he had him.
He did have him. Made up a lot of ground there.
Boy, he made up a ton of ground.
Excellent job playing the ball.
So Langness playing center field and gets the interception. Just the second interception of the season off the arm of Tino Massa. Well, I thought they had that completion, and boy, what closing speed by Langness.
Yeah, I think the ball hung up in the air just a little bit too much, but a heck of a defensive play by Langness.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere. Give the hats off to the Langness kid. So they turn it over, flip the field. Ball's on the 28. Nick Stelreich. He's got the ball. He's going to keep it. Little swing pass. Near side. Shimmy shake. Completed. And gain of about 7 or 8. Completed to Carter Comroe.
Nothing fancy there, Kevin. Just a little screen pass to the left side of the field, and Comroe was able to turn it into a pretty good gain to make it 2nd and short.
2nd down and short. Nick Stelreich asking for the football. He's got it. Crossing route pass again. That's broken up and incomplete. Intended for Braden Yeski.
We had a couple of Wildcat defenders on the play. Anthony McPherson, as well as Oliver Simmons, number 25.
Hey, Grandma Cookie is watching from Franklin, Tennessee, cheering on Griffin Klecker and all the Cats. Well, welcome, Grandma Cookie. 3rd and 2. Stelreich. That's another bad snap. Ball's on the ground. They got his lay on it. And that is the 3rd bad snap of the evening here in the first quarter. And that one is going to cost New Richmond again. And that's going to put them in punt formation.
Yeah, I don't even know if that was a bad snap. I mean, you think so?
It's a little low. I mean, he
Yeah.
could have had it if he.
I guess that I'm
he would've
comparing him to the other ones.
Yeah.
but-
If he would have spit on his hands and
Yeah.
maybe stuck, I don't know. It was a little low. Little
Yeah.
low.
Well, either way, it's fourth and long here, and it puts
Fourth
the
and long
Tigers
in.
back into punting situation.
2 men back deep for River Falls. Not much of a rush. Good high spiraling kick. Fair catch called for by Mason Novak, and he gets it on the 46. Really good field position for River Falls here on their third possession tonight. First possession, River Falls marches down the field to get 6. They'd missed the extra point on a bad snap. Second possession, they were moving the football, and then it was intercepted, and now they got it back again after a good defensive hold.
Yeah, go through some quick numbers here. Tino
Yeah.
Massa, 3 of 4 for 70 yards already in about half a quarter. 1 interception. Tara Savage, 6 carries for 11 yards. Like we said, yards are hard to come by for the Wildcats so far tonight. Todd Benedict is the recipient of all 3 passes, or all 3 completions from Massa for 70 yards.
Massa's going to go back to pass here. A little stop route on the far side. That's just low. That came off his hand kind of funny, didn't it? That was intended for Mason Novak and just low. Haven't seen a lot of passes like that from Tino this year.
That's why I really wonder, I know the field took on some water before the game started, and if that football ends up being wet by the time it gets back to the quarterback.
Looks like the football has issues tonight. It's rolling out, still rolling, he's in trouble.
Oh,
Now
boy.
he loses the ball too. Just kick it out of bounds. Kick that thing out of bounds. Still a hot potato. And the Wildcats, I think, get back on it. So, boy, as we talked about the wet pigskin tonight, maybe replay that or not. I don't know. We can maybe watch the end of that. Let's see. Let's watch the end of that. Watch this thing squirting around. Whoop, 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 whoop. We get on it at the very end. But
I just need to call out right now
Go ahead.
number 63, Griffin Klecker. That is a heck of a hustle play right there for the Wildcats. That without him falling on that football, coming from his offensive guard position, that could have been a touchdown for the Tigers.
now literally it is third and Roberts now. 3rd and 46. Hand it off. Tara Savage has it, runs it head for 1. 4th and forever. I was expecting this last week, and then we never saw it. And this week it's just wet.
It's not raining, but if you look at the field, it does look like it.
It has a sheen.
Yeah.
Braden, you okay? Okay, Braden's choking out up here. I got you.
All right, here's the punt attempt.
Is that
and
partially
I believe
blocked?
it was partially blocked.
And that will put New Richmond in great field position on the Wildcat 21. Yeah, that was a forgettable series there for River Falls.
It really was. We had a couple of fumbles there, and
It was a
and
bad
then
snap.
partially blocked punt, I believe.
Yeah.
and turns out to be 1st and 10 at the 21. Tigers almost already in the red zone.
6-0 Cats with 3:21 to go here in quarter 1. New Richmond set up really nice here on the 21-yard line. Someone get some stick 'em on the football. Crazy start. 1st and 10. Stelreich. He's alone in the backfield now. He's going to fake the pass. Now he's going to try to move it forward. He gets a really good block. Gets it to the edge. A nice open field tackle by number 25 for the Cats.
Oliver Simmons with the stop.
Someone's a little dinged up on the play there. Number 5.
It's Nolan Hopeful.
He's up. A little hitching his giddy up. He's going to stay in the game.
According to the program, Simmons is giving up
Got a penalty.
74 pounds to Stelreich, so he stuck his nose in there and still was able to bring him down. So good job, Oliver.
We had a penalty on New Richmond, though, Jeff. That was like a legal use of hands call there, and they're going to push that back. That's a spot foul. So from the spot of the foul. It pushes them back behind the chains. It'll be first and about 16, 17. Our producer's gone. He was kind of choking. He went out to get a drink of water, so he'll be back in a second. First and 17 for New Richmond. And now we have a whistle on the play. Timeout, New Richmond. Maybe I'll go over here and try to work this a little bit.
Some Big River score updates. As you can see at the bottom of your screen, a bit of an upset. It's early, but Chippewa Falls leads Rice Lake, number 3 ranked Rice Lake in the state, 8-0 in the first. We saw the Cardinals last week. We'll see the Warriors in 2 weeks. We have a delay over in Stevens Point. Hudson, 10th ranked team in Division 1 at Stevens Point. That game is under a delay at the moment. And then first quarter, no score between the Menominee Mustangs and the Superior Spartans from Superior. That's your Big Rivers Conference score update.
So after that timeout, it's still first and 17, and helps Wildcats a little bit there after the illegal use of the hands call. Stelreich got a man sitting down there. Nice quick pass. Wildcats on it, though. It's going to be a short gain of about 3 yards. It'll be second and 14 or 15.
Luke Anderson and
second and 14.
Todd Benedict on the stop.
Hello, Randy Cudd. Welcome aboard. Yeah, Anthony Hanks says, what's going on the field? Little ball voodoo.
Jason Schwantz says hello. He says,
hey, Jason.
That was good hustle on a 40-yard loss. That was right. Yep, Griffin Klecker.
See, you can find a bright spot in anything.
Save the touchdown for the moment.
Second down and 14. Keeper rolling out, getting heavily chased. He's in big trouble. Can they bring him down? Now it's going to be grounding there, huh? Should be a grounding. Hit the replay on.
Yeah, there's a flag.
And now the flag comes in. There was nobody there. It's intentional grounding on Nick Stelreich. Yeah, they had him in the grasp. He was almost down to planet Earth, and he just chucked it out of bounds. And, I don't know about the pocket call and all that there, but that was not even anywhere close to the line of scrimmage with that pass, and there was nobody within the zip code. So I think that would be under intentional grounding.
Yeah, give the credit there to Luke Anderson, number 41, the junior, who was able to grab a hold of Stelreich's shoulder.
Another long. It's 3rd and 38.
Well, we've had a few of those tonight, haven't we?
Hey, Scott Mann, Southeastern Tennessee. Welcome aboard. This is a good one tonight. Kind of a crazy start. Back to pass. Stelreich being chased by his cousin. Throws it down the far side. He's got a man. It's caught. You got to make a tackle. They push him out of bounds. It'll be 4th and 10. They get a big chunk back. I bet they go for it here.
Yep, I bet they do too. That's Carter Comroe with the reception. That puts them in a position where they can go for it, but we have a penalty, Kevin.
Penalty.
Maybe they won't. Holding.
Yeah, you got to take that penalty too. 2:02 to go. Yeah, they started this drive on the 21, and it's been mostly backwards. We've had more long and forever plays in this first quarter than we've had all season.
This one here might be the record here. Third and
they got the calculatus eliminatus out here.
3rd and 47. Yep.
Now it is 3rd and Star Prairie. 3rd and Cedar Lake. They're going to eat it, hand it off, get it to the outside. He's got a little bit of room. He's juking, he's jiving, runs it forward. That's a really good run there. And that'll be 4th and 30.
That's number
28, maybe.
13. And that was
4th and 28.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yep, that was 13. Colton Gunter with the carry. Well,
so look at that. Didn't they give him just 2 extra yards on that?
They're at home.
Anybody at home want to comment on that? I thought he tackled him on the 40. I could be wrong, though. It doesn't matter.
Tigers line up in punting formation here. See what kind of a snap we get here, Kevin. Good one.
That was a great snap. Chest high kick. Fair catch called for. Now it's going to shoot to the end zone. And boy, really nice job by number 44, Danny Lease. Caught that thing, was headed to the end zone. He speared that thing right before it got to the end zone on the 3. What a great play.
Yeah, special teams might end up being a difference tonight too, and that's a huge play for the Tigers. We'll mark it at the 3, it looks like.
It just started it at the 3. Let's see if it sticks at the 3. Yeah, now it's a little short of the 3.
Yeah.
Two receivers here to the near side for the Cats. Mason Novak and Riker O'Keefe, I believe, here. Pistol formation. Massa standing in his own end zone. He's going to hand it off to Joey Tarasavich, who moves it forward out to the 10-yard line. They get out from underneath the shadow of their own goalposts. That's a pretty good 6 or 7 yard run there by Joey over the big left edge of the Wildcat offensive line. It'll be 2nd and 3. Best run of the night.
Yes, it was. 36 seconds left, so they'll have to at least run one more play here, Kevin, before the end of the quarter.
Nick Johnson says the spot was good at the 38. Thank you, Nick. 2nd down and 3. Tarasavich, little juke, little jive, little slice, a little dice. He's headed out towards first down yardage. I think he has it, and they're going to move the change 1st and 10, and that most likely be the last play of the first quarter.
Well, for a 6-0 game, Kevin, a lot of action.
A lot of action.
We got turnovers. We got bad snaps. We got 3rd and 48s. We got a lot of stuff going on.
A lot of stuff. And with all of that said, we got 1 quarter in the books here from New Richmond High School on homecoming night here at New Richmond, Big Rivers Conference football. It's your River Falls Wildcats 6 and Richmond Tigers nothing. Let's go thank our main sponsor, First National Bank of River Falls. Thank you, First National Bank of River Falls, proud sponsors of everything Wildcat Sport right here on the River Falls Sports YouTube network. I think we got a second. Let's just run through the other ones real quick. First National Bank of River Falls. River City Stitch. Go see Callie down at River Stitch since 2007 for all of your Wildcat gear. How about the Massa Mortgage Team? Allie Massa, she'd love to quarterback your next home loan. Leach Insurance sponsoring all the replays. We'll run it back with a Leach Insurance look back. State Farm, Jen Rivard. Sarah Jenkins, Property Executive Real Estate. Black Wolf Exteriors, Joe Karras. The Garage, Bikes and Brews for the coveted Garage Gridiron Grinder. And then we'll talk a little bit about the Pink Out on 10/10 this year. Stomp Out Cancer, and there's a QR code right there, and for the Rhinos Foundation.
Some first quarter stats here, Kevin.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dino Massa, 4 of 6 for 33 yards and an interception. Joe Tarasavich, 9 carries, 22 yards and a touchdown. Todd Benedict, 3 receptions for 70 yards. And defensively, we have Todd Benedict and Mason Novak with 2 tackles each for the Cats. Thank you, Dan Jenkins, for putting those together.
Dan Jenkins, partner with Sarah Jenkins. She could be your realtor. I think we need to put Anthony Hengst on the payroll. He says, hey, fans, if you're watching, just hit the like button. No kidding, huh?
That'd be nice.
Yeah, subscribe to the channel. It's free. We're just up here, volunteers, trying to bring it to you. Hit the like button. That's pretty cheap for watching the game. And thank our sponsors as well. Does this seem like a little longer between quarters here?
Seems like it. They're honoring.
Oh yeah, some honorees.
Some people.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, the PA here is it's not audible from where we're sitting in this booth, and you can't hear. We have mics out on the field, and you can't hear it. Next week we'll host Hudson in River Falls.
Battle of the Jug.
It is. Is it our homecoming next week or not?
It is.
It is.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But a lot before then. We have the big game here. Wildcats up 6-0. They were able to move it out from underneath the shadow of their own goal line with a couple nice runs by Tara Savage. And we got a fresh set of downs here to start quarter 2. Let's see if we can get something cooking in quarter 2. Nice crowd online. Want to welcome you all aboard. We're glad you're here. Kevin Westhouse, along with Jeff Johnson, Rob Derry, Braden Engstrom, Dan Jenkins, and Chris Larson down with the camera on the field.
Big crowd here.
Real big crowd.
So far, the weather's staying away.
So far, so good. All right, Wildcats now going from south to north, our right to left. They're in white. And the Richmond Tigers are in the orange top, black pant. Back to pass, Massa. Now he's going to tuck it and maybe go. No, he's going to throw it. Got a man caught! Middle of field. Slipped down. It looks slippery out there. Nice catch by Mason Novak.
Yeah, Mason sat down in the middle of the field there.
Novak.
But, well,
and they're going to call it back. Ouch.
Offensive pass interference.
Wow. We haven't seen this many flags this year either, have we?
No, we have not. Flags or fumbles or bad snaps. Seen a lot.
Hey, Nick Johnson. I just found out about live streaming these games. I'm a Prescott native, but calling the Richmond home. Shout out to number 3, Parker Rohde. All right. Well, that has been erased. That was a nice gainer, and that was erased by a penalty. We've had penalties and bad snaps. How about that tonight? Wildcats snuck in 6 early before that flag fest started. Back to kind of where they started. Good hard run, tough yards by Joseph Tarasavich. Moves it forward a little bit.
Not much.
Not much. It'll be 2nd and about 13 now for River Falls.
Goes through that Wildcat offensive line. Sam Simpson, the left tackle. Jonah Herstein at left guard. We'll get to the rest in a bit.
2 receivers up top. Pistol formation. Back to pass. Massa, look out! He got a good block, good chip, throws it up. Caught on the far side, moves it forward, lunges forward. He's really close to first down yardage.
That's Mason Novak.
Oh, that was a nice play.
Far side of the field, and it looks like that's a Wildcat first down.
Let's go back, take a look at that again, Jeff. That was just a real nice play. Let's see if we have that one. We've got the throw here. Catches, watch the effort here. Then, oh, what a nice play.
Good effort
by Novak.
The offensive line gave him just enough time to throw the ball.
Joey Tick cuts it up. The Human Ginsu moving forward for 12. Slicing, dicing, multiplying, and dividing. Oh, what a run there. Shifty, elusive. 12 yards for Tarasavich.
Nice hole opened up by that Wildcat offensive line. Center Vince Anderson, right guard Griffin Klecker, and right tackle Sean Vorwald.
Wow, moving the football. Back to pass. Massa looking, going for it all. They got flags everywhere. Flag on the play.
Yep, couple of them. Yeah, he was hanging on to him when he was trying to come out of his break.
Flag alert there.
That was an easy call, Kevin.
Yeah, every ref in the stadium called that one. They're all reaching in the pocket, and
even the New Richmond fans were
are
calling that one.
Right. Want to look at that again? Let's look at this. Let's look at this again. Yeah, it was pretty obvious there. Had it up the field. And see the tug right there.
Right there,
yeah.
Yep, just slowed him down enough.
That wasn't interception, but they called that interference.
It's a 15-yard penalty in high school football.
And that's a first down for River Falls. Boy, they had that way behind the chains after that initial penalty, and they're moving it now. They're into New Richmond territory. Fresh set of downs. Crossing route. Got him. Caught. 12 more yards.
Benedict.
Absolute dart right there. How about some change from that dime to Todd Benedict?
Very good timing route that time. to Benedict. Benedict's been his primary receiver so far tonight. Looks like we have an injury.
So Nick Johnson said that was Parker right there with an interception that got called away. Rain's coming down now. Massa to the sidelines. Oh, just through the hands of Mason Novak.
That was that. Yep, that was Novak. That was
Novak. Ack. I'm never going to get that, by the way. I'm just going to go back and forth. Novak.
It's a nice throw by Tino.
I've got myself phonetics. I've got emojis. I still can't get his name right. Rain's coming down now, 2nd and 10. Time to hand it off to Joey, up the middle, busts it forward for a yard. That's a tough yard for Tara Savage. It'll be 3rd down and 9. Probably 4 down territory as we get in here inside the 35.
Yeah, probably. Let's see, unless Coach Schurz wants to play the field position game here. We'll find out if they don't get the first down.
Gary Lubitsch says it's coming down hard at the River Falls High School. 3rd and 9. Back to pass, swing pass out of the backfield. They were ready for that. That's just a great open field tackle, Jeff, by number, is that 10?
That's number 10.
10, yeah.
That's Keegan Langness. He's the one who made that big play earlier in the first quarter.
Boy, he read that. He kind of laid back, let him complete that, and just stuck him right in the midsection. Good open field tackle. Now that's going to put the Wildcats into punt formation.
Yep, and I think that's probably the smart thing to do. And
I agreed.
This has the looks of a low-scoring game tonight, Kevin. And
the rain's coming down. The ball's slippery.
Play the field position game.
Let's get a good snap here. That is a good snap. Kick is away. Fluttering up in the rain, and fair catch was called for. I think he called fair catch, and then when he caught it, did he goes, did I really call fair catch?
Maybe I shouldn't have.
Shouldn't have. Yeah, he had some room. But it'll be 1st and 10 from the 10 for the Richmond Tigers.
Yeah, good job by Carafel getting the punt off. The Tigers were certainly going for the block right there, and he was able to get it off and back the Tigers up.
1st and 10, they get a long field. Now they moved it back. Now there again, I don't know if that was that generous of a spot for New Richmond either. So just to play it fair. 1st and 10 from the 9. Niner. Nick Stelreich. Quarterbacking for New Richmond. He's got the ball. He's going to hand it off. That goes to Tavian Brandt, who's got the edge. He's got speed. And Brandt gets taken down at the 32. Real nice run there by Tavian Brandt, the 5'7", 155-pound senior. He's quick.
He is. He provides a little bit of a different dimension than Wittick does. They like to get him outside and out into some space, and he's quick.
So the Ellsworth game is now delayed as well. So it's kind of working its way this way. Let's see if it's going to be close here. 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs. Give it to him again. This time they're ready for him on that right side of the defensive line. And that goes nowhere. Maybe a foot. It'll be 2nd and basically 10. Maybe 9.
Tavian Brandt again, and tried him up the middle this time as opposed to trying to get outside, and nothing doing.
I think they're going to say no gain, 2nd and 10. One receiver down low, 2 up top. Pistol formation. Stelreich is flanked by Tavian Brandt in the backfield. This time Stelreich's going to keep it. He's bouncing it to the outside. They're trying to work him down. Look at the white shirts pursue. 10 white shirts pursuing on that tackle to get him out of bounds after a gain of 5.
And it took all 10 to get him down.
Yes. 2nd and be 3rd and 5 now for New Richmond. Oh, big down here with 6:45 to go here in half one. I guess they're all big at a 6-0 Big Rivers Conference game, but this one feels like a big play. I think you're going to probably keep this in the hands of your best athlete, Nick Stelreich. Let's see what he does here. 3rd and 6. He's back to pass. He's looking. Crossing route. Got a man. Caught. Nice completion to Carter Comro on a crossing route for about a 15, 16-yard gain.
Carter Comro, 5 receptions, 116 yards coming into tonight's game, and he was open. That play right over the middle, and Stelreich stayed poised in the pocket and
put it right on him.
It's a big play for the Tigers offense. Moves the chains.
Still in New Richmond territory. They're on the 48-yard line, or about 48 and a half. Man in motion. Stelreich's going to fake the handoff. Now he's back to pass, looking for something on the near side, and they're going to call interference, but boy, that ball looked way over his head. Let's see if we can go back and take a look at that, and we can be the judge at home. Let's watch this again, Jeff. That ball looked, there was some contact.
Might have had his hand on his jersey.
Yep. There was some contact. Not sure it was going to be completed anyway, but penalty's called.
Again, that's a 15-yard penalty in high school football, so that'll move the ball well into Wildcat territory. It's about the 36, I believe.
And they're moving. This drive started on their own 10. Fresh set of downs into Wildcat territory on the 36. Stelreich. You're going to hand it off. That one goes to number 13, Colton Gunter. We haven't called his name yet tonight.
Gunter with a short gain.
Gain of about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Pretty critical drive here. The Tigers will get the ball to start the second half as well, so it would behoove the Wildcats to get a stop here.
Yes. 2nd and 7. The light rain kind of ended, but everything's wet. Stelreich hands it off. They push the pile forward near first down yardage.
It's
close.
Gunter again.
Colton Gunter pushes it towards first down yardage. I think he's going to be just short. It'll be 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1.
3rd and a long one, but
4 down territory. You've got 2 plays to get a yard and a half here for New Richmond. Let's see if they just keep it in the hands of Stelreich here. Trying to draw the Wildcats offside, no sale. Stelreich is just going to hand it off.
Short.
Move it forward, and he's going to be short. It's going to be 4th and about a foot from the looks of it here. Not an official spot yet, but is that what you have?
That's what I have too. I think we know what's coming here. I bet just about everything this will be a Stelreich quarterback sneak.
Yeah, he's standing right there. Nick Stelreich, wearing number 12. Again, he's 6'5", 224. He's a senior. And let's see if they keep it in the hands of Stelreich. There he is, surveying the situation, barking out the calls. Wildcats holding their water. And then he's going to keep it to the outside. He just stiff arms his cousin. So Nick Stelreich stiff-armed Austin Stelreich and got the first down.
Not too surprising there. You know, if you have a 224-pound quarterback on 4th and 1, Kevin.
Yeah.
That's probably their version of the tush push right there.
That is it.
Just let them
go.
Let them go.
Let the athlete go. Fresh set of downs. 20-yard line. Defense is going to have to get stiff here. Stelreich crossing route. Tipped up in the air. Oh, almost If 41 for the Wildcats, Luke Anderson, if he turns around, the ball was just floating up right behind him, but he was keeping his eye on his receiver, and the ball falls to planet Earth, incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Ball tipped at the line of scrimmage, and might have saved a completion too, Kevin.
Yes. They say get the hands up, right? Who do we got on the line, Jeff? Got some big numbers out there.
Yeah, we got Cole Dykes up there, the junior. We got Jack Larson, the senior.
Not sure who got the hand on that, but someone on that defensive line. This time Stelreich, he's going to keep it. He's going to roll off to his right. He's got a lot of room. He tucks it and goes. And then taken down at the 6. Nice open field tackle by Todd Benedict. But not till Stelreich tacks on about 14 yards. 1st and goal from the 6.
Again, that's a heck of a tackle by Benedict there. He's given up about 40 pounds to Stelreich and still was able to bring him down.
He got the right leverage on him. Hit him right on the waist.
Yeah, some guys would make business decisions there, but,
yeah.
but not Todd Benedict.
Stelreich again in the shotgun formation. He's going to hand it off. Busted up the middle. Touchdown. Colton Gunter for the Richmond Tigers, and we're all knotted at 6 apiece. 90-yard drive.
They're a good football team, folks. Undefeated last year in the regular season and brought back their quarterback from last year. And they got down 6-0 early, but they certainly didn't panic by any means and just executed a long drive for a touchdown.
How about a little swinging gate right here? They'll close that up and they'll kick the extra point. Wildcats had a bad snap on their extra point and never got it off. Snap is good, the kick is up, and it looks good, and it is good. And with 2:33 to go till the half, it's the Richmond Tigers 7, the River Falls Wildcats 6. Good drive.
Very good drive. Length of the field. Converted a 4th down on a 4th and 1 situation with a run by Stelreich and overcame a couple penalties and just a good drive all around for the New Richmond Tigers.
Wildcats with a long drive to start the game. The Richmond with a long drive there to tie it up and then take the 1-point lead after the extra point. In between that, there was a lot of penalties and bad snaps.
A lot of crazy stuff in between, that's for sure. Turnovers, penalties, bad snaps, 3rd and 40s. A lot of weird stuff.
Well, 2:33, plenty of time for the Wildcats. They have a passing aerial attack. That's plenty of time for them to get down the field should they put a couple plays together. They do have a field goal kicker who can kick from 50 or maybe even a little more. So, hey, you get down here a ways, maybe you can get a 3 spot up.
Talked to Gavin the other night. He was over at the house, and I go, what's your range? He says, well, anything inside of 55, I feel pretty good.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah. I said, okay.
Yeah, he's not a very big junior, but he's got a leg on the kid. There's a kick that's fielded on the 17-yard line, moves it forward, far side, still moving, out to about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, just let it be known, Gavin got all that athletic ability from his mother. There is zero doubt
That's what I understand.
About that. That's a literal fact.
That's what I understand.
Yep. Definitely not from Dad.
I heard Dad was working on walking and chewing gum just last weekend. Yeah, he almost has it. We love you, Joe. All right, it's 1st and 10. Massa back to pass, going for a Longhorn run, double coverage. Boy, throws it into double coverage a couple times today. Really wants to hook up with Riker O'Keefe, but pretty well covered.
He was. They had him bracketed pretty well by a couple of defenders there. That's number 10, Langness. He's been in on multiple plays tonight for the Tiger defense. Only a junior.
So with that, the clock stops, 2:14. Trips here to the near side, single receiver up top. Shotgun formation, Massa flanked by Tarasavich in the backfield. They'll go aerial again. Got a man caught, 1st down. Oh, that's a high hit, and there's a flag. Yeah. I mean,
Tigers crowd doesn't like it.
They don't like it, but that's
they'd want it if it was the other way around. So that's
one of those hits that's in the neck and head area. And we're going to go back, take a look at that, and then folks at home, you can decide. I mean, on fast motion, it looked like it was a high hit. Maybe it's a hard hit, football hit. That's why they got to call that.
That's a no-doubter.
Yeah. They're conversing though, so we say no doubter, but they're conversing. Rob's doing some lip reading.
If they want to come to the booth, we'd be happy to show them our.
Yeah. Here it is. And still, no one's called it yet. Now here comes the head referee.
Personal foul.
Yep, they did call personal foul, so they're gonna have to tack 15 on to the end of that catch.
Yes.
That'll put him in the field goal range we just talked about. That's a great pass and great catch. And you're going to tack 15 onto that.
We'll put him inside the 40.
I'm not sure they tack 15 on from the spot of that penalty, though, did they? No. I don't know where they took the 15 from.
I don't know either.
Isn't that where he caught it? I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. It's from the what? 46. Okay.
Is that where
from the line of scrimmage? Okay. All right, 1st and 10. Doesn't matter. I can't keep up with all the rule changes. This time they'll hand it off to Joey, busting it up the middle, taken down after a gain of 6. Well, we'll call it 5. We'll call it 2nd and 5. The Wildcats really had it spread out with 3 receivers in trips formation here and a tight end off the line, and then they were able to create a little bit of a hole up the middle, running it behind the bigs up front. Gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That was Jamison Unger, the Tigers' leading tackler, on the play.
Give it to Joey again. He's in behind the bigs, moving in behind Sam Simpson with his hand on his back, and moves it forward.
Keeps the chains moving here.
Actually, he had his hand on the back of 54, Jonah Herstein.
Plenty of time here, Kevin.
We're
at about a minute, but
almost into the Sunshine Fund red zone. Give it to Joey again. Almost a handoff that almost got away there, and Joey just reeled that back in. Loss of a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and 11. Let's see if the Wildcats elect to take a timeout. They do. Timeout, River Falls. So with that timeout, I think we should maybe go take a look at Sarah Jenkins' ad here. Here we go.
Mark Jenkins, class of 73.
Randy Brenner, class of 74.
One to Wildcat.
Always a Wildcat.
Jeff Dumont, class of 71, 6 interceptions in 1 game.
Dave Linehan, class of 73, back-to-back champs, 71-72.
And I'm Sarah Jenkins, your River Falls Realtor. Just like these Wildcat legends, I'm all about winning for our community with the River Falls Sports Broadcasting Channel.
Thank you, Sarah Jenkins, the property executive real estate. She could be your realtor. And thank you to her husband, Dan Jenkins, for doing the stats up here in the booth and bringing you those. So Rob Derry, the cameraman and weatherman tonight, he said just might miss us. It's going to be really close.
According to Rob's radar,
it's close.
It's going to miss us.
Hey, John, this is a polite, remember, I have the controls here, John, so we could mute you if you have to. Be polite, be nice. Back to pass, Massa. Rainbow down the far side, not open, and almost intercepted near the goal line. Looks like the intended receiver, and Massa maybe not on the same page there. That falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 12. 43 seconds to go. Third and 13. Back to pass, Massa. Looking, surveying. He could run it. Now he's going to run it. Looking for a block, trying to get the edge. Cuts it up, working towards first down yardage. Gets it down to the Sunshine Red Zone, down to about the 17. Short of the line to gain for first down, but fourth and manageable. 24 seconds, clock runs. Now the Wildcats, I think, will call another timeout, and they're going to have to make a decision here at 4th and 5.
Yeah, I think they were kind of in between trying to decide what to do. Whether they were going to kick it or go for it, and because there were about 30 seconds left when he was brought down, and let about 6 seconds run off and called a timeout. So
we've seen Gavin Careful make a lot of kicks and warm-ups this year. He hasn't really had a pressure game situation kick yet, and maybe tonight might be the night.
Could be. This is about a 35-yarder. This is well within Gavin's range. Although with the wet field, the wet ball, anything can happen tonight.
Correct. Wildcats down by 1. 24 seconds on the clock.
I believe they have one timeout left.
We do have a radar.
Not on the scoreboard, unfortunately.
All right, here they're going to go for it. Trip receivers here to the near side. Or do you try to get them to jump first? They're going for it. Massa back to pass. That's intercepted down on the 5. There's a lot of green grass in front of them. They're going to try to cut them off and push out of bounds at midfield at the 47 to the approval of the New Richmond fans here on the near side. Little mix-up on the route there, maybe some communication issues there. That was not close to anybody.
No, it wasn't. It was either a poor throw or a bad route, one of the two.
Yeah. 13 seconds to go.
No, I guess what's fortunate, Kevin, that they didn't call timeout right away is it does not give New Richmond a whole lot of time to do anything
13 seconds.
Here. But again, they do get the ball to start the second half.
They still have, I think, the complete complement of their 3 timeouts. Bad snap, ball on the ground, and taken down. Stelreich on Stelreich right there. Austin Stelreich tackles his cousin Nick Stelreich, and that's a loss, and they're just going to let it run out, and we're going to the half. So Menominee's ahead 28-0, Josh Harder said. We'll get that. We'll get caught up. All right, one half in the books. It's 7-6. New Richmond. Pretty good first half. Turnovers, bad snaps, and a few penalties are kind of the theme of that half.
Yeah, I think these two teams are pretty evenly matched. Certainly it appears it's probably going to come down to turnovers or bad snaps.
Yeah. Is that frozen? Maybe it's frozen. That's not. So Menominee Superior, guy's been down for a long time there.
Other halftime scores, Rice Lake has moved ahead of Chippewa Falls by a score of 16-14 at the half, and Hudson Stevens Point game is yet to start. We're hoping for an 8:15 start time in Stevens Point.
Hey, let's go to the cancer awareness. I was asked to put this up. We said we're working on organizing the cancer awareness game. Our River Falls football program is teaming up with the Rhinos Foundation again this year to support families in St. Croix and Pierce County impacted by cancer. To raise awareness and show our support, we're selling pink out shirts for the upcoming cancer awareness game on Friday, October 10th. The goal is to fill the stands with pink as the Rhinos take the field. Shirts can be ordered through River City Stitch and must be placed by September 25th. The Cancer Awareness Game will also feature 50-50 raffles and other fundraising events, with all proceeds going to local families. We hope to see you in pink and your pink shirt on the Cancer Awareness Game on October 10th. Thanks for helping us make a difference. Hey, I have some other exciting news.
You do?
Man Up movement from last year got notice here this week. So we did 4 full-ride scholarships to Chippewa Valley Technical College, and those students were announced this week. Cody Olson, former Wildcat, he's in residential construction. He gets himself a full-ride scholarship in residential construction. Tovey Meads, liberal arts, taking the general education. Caitlin Nill, she's taking general education. And Trenton Schumann. Congratulations to those folks who got a full ride from our Man Up movement. We had over 100 men donate $100, and that money went right to these 4 students now who will be able to get an education because of you in River Falls and the greater River Falls area. Thank you to the Man Up movement. Cody Olson, Tova Meads, Caitlin Nill, and Trenton Schumann getting an education at Chippewa Valley Technical College.
We gonna do another one of those again this year?
We are. I think maybe we'll start that next week. We'll get together and announce what the causes are next week. So stay tuned for that. So thank you, Chippewa Valley Technical College and the Man Up movement. Do we have a radar we want to show? Not yet. We have our producer working on that. So how about some Wildcat trivia? I do have some Wildcat trivia before we get to can you put up some Wildcat trivia? There it is. Tarnation Tavern playing for a chicken sandwich. This is brought to you by Jeff Bjork. He phones these in. His trivia question for this week against New Richmond. So 50 years ago, the 1975 football Wildcats went undefeated in the Middle Border Conference. A perfect 7-0 conference play to win their 3rd conference championship in 5 seasons. Tonight's question has to do with the 1975 Tiger versus Wildcat matchup played in New Richmond on a beautiful October 17th evening. Pretty straightforward question tonight. In that 1975 matchup between River Falls and New Richmond, who were the Wildcats' leading rusher and leading receiver in the 1975 matchup between River Falls and New Richmond? So who was the leading rusher and leading receiver in the 1975 matchup for the River Falls Wildcats against the New Richmond Tigers? You can get up on the chat section, or you can also text Jeff or I and see if you can win one of those beautiful the Charlie Cat chicken sandwiches. Mike Cayley said we're prepping for the Man Up movement. Thanks, Mr. Cayley. Starting to rain harder here.
Really hard.
So who were the leading rusher and the leading receiver in the 1975 Wildcat versus New Richmond matchup? In a season, the Wildcats had a perfect 7-0 conference record. If you haven't had one of those Charlie Cat chicken sandwiches down at Tarnation Tavern, they're really good.
Could go for one of those right now, Kevin.
I could too. I didn't eat dinner tonight. I was too excited about the game. Couldn't eat. Now the rain let up a little bit again. Just keep the lightning away. We're right on the edge of this thing. You have a radar you want to throw over there? Okay, I'm just like nagging the kid. I'm like all excited to get the radar going. Blake Johnson says, "Go Cats." So who were the leading rushers the leading rusher and leading receiver in 1975? Someone says Jeff Dumond. Nope. A running back and a wide receiver, says Jordan Kirchhoff. Yeah,
yep, you are correct.
They're right there.
Yeah.
Let's put some names with those. We got some guys from the mid-'70s still watching the broadcast tonight. They know. Those 2 guys, I'm going to make you guys eligible to win. So the 2 guys, if you're watching tonight, you're eligible to win.
That's a good one, Jeff, Mr. Bjork.
So I will give a hint. So the running back carried the ball 21 times for 190 yards. So who was that? In the leading receiver, it wasn't that gaudy, but he had a couple receptions and a touchdown. Who was that? Someone said Dan Brannigan. No, not Dan Brannigan. So again, the running back had 21 carries, 190 yards with 2 tutters. And the leading receiver for the Cats had 2 receptions for 13 yards and a touchdown. That sounds like a ground game to me. So do we have stats yet or not?
Yeah.
Why don't we go through those as we let that marinate.
We got,
brought to you by Dan Jenkins and Sarah Jenkins.
12 and a half minutes to get the answer on this. So
Blake Johnson says not Dan.
Not Dan. Okay. All right, here we go. First half stats,
Yeah, stats
from Mr. Dan Jenkins. Appreciate it, Dan. Tino Massa, 8 of 14 for 68 yards and a couple of interceptions so far on the day for Tino. Expect a big bounce back in the second half, I'm sure. Joe Tarasavage, 15 carries for 50 yards and a touchdown receiving. Mr. Todd Benedict, 5 receptions for 95 yards. Mason Novak, 1 for 16. And Joe Tarasavage had 1 reception for -6 yards. Defensively, 3 tackles each for Todd Benedict and Mason Novak. 2 each for Blake Schneider, Thade Dreyer, and Sam Simpson. And then 1 each for a host of Wildcats, including Matt Tiffany, Oliver Simmons, Josh Jenkins, Luke Anderson, Nolan Hopeful, Tyler Hastings, Cole Dykus, Anthony McPherson, and Austin Stelright. Those are your first half stats. Thank you, Mr. Jenkins.
So we're getting we have someone that got 1. So
I got one too.
Craig Finstad got 1.
I got Mr. Dave Deal has 1 as well.
It's the same one or different one?
He has the rusher.
Okay, that's what Craig Finstad has, the rusher as well.
So you guys both have the rusher, so we'll give you that hint. So if you can come up with the receiver,
yeah, you got it.
Then you get it. So I'll let you guys fight over it.
Yeah, so Craig's got the rusher.
And so does Dave.
So Josh Harder, a few people said it's the people in the commercial. No, it's not. It's not. A little wet out there.
So we're looking for
Terry Linehan and Joel Lenzen. That's not right.
No, neither.
No. So the hint is Craig Finstad has 1 as well as
Dave Deal.
And
they both have the same one.
Same one. So they have the rusher.
Yep. So you two are looking for the receiver. Everybody else is looking for both. We're not going to tell you who the rusher is. Because that wouldn't be fair to Dave.
No. Or Craig.
Yeah.
It's not really a household name. And he didn't really tear it up that night. He had 2 receptions.
Yeah, 2 receptions
but
for
he had a tutty.
13 yards and a touchdown. But they were the leading receivers. So.
Yeah. So phone a friend from 1975 and go, who were those receivers on that team? Mike Keeley says Mark Jenkins. No.
Still raining here.
Yeah, it was picked up, then it kind of let up. Now it's raining decent now. Yeah, who was that elusive receiver in 1975 and helped the Wildcats go 7-0? Who helped them go 7-0 in the Middle Border Conference? It's 1975, the 75 season, the 75 Wildcat football team. So it'd be 75-76. So Craig Finstad's got it.
Yep.
Brian Gresbick. So Craig Finstad, you're the winner of another Charlie Cat chicken sandwich down at the Tarnation Tavern. The leading rusher for the Cats that October evening against Richmond was Tom Stapleton, who carried the ball for 190 yards on 21 carries with 2 TDs. The leading receiver for River Falls that night was Brian Gresback with 2 receptions for 13 yards and a touchdown. The 2 completions of Gresbacks were the only 2 receptions of the game for River Falls. So how about that?
100% of them.
There you go. So nice job, Craig. The 1975 Wildcats are made up of 18 seniors, 21 juniors, and 1 sophomore. Total offensive yards for Richmond that game was River Falls 335 yards and Richmond 197. Starting quarterback and kicker for River Falls was junior Steve Farley. Besides Stapleton's 190 yards rushing, other Wildcat rushers included Dave Deal with 64 yards on 6 attempts, Kevin Koos with 36 yards on 9 attempts, and Mark Delander with 38 yards rushing on 11 attempts. There you go. So I got more, but I think that's all we have time for. Thank you, Jeff Bjork. All right, let's go look at the radar. See what we got coming through here.
There it is.
That looks busy, is all I can say.
A lot of colors. Very colorful.
So how about the fact the game is not in River Falls? It's like it's just going to miss us. That little spot in there. That might just miss us, fellas. Okay, so let's... Okay, we're good till 9:40. 9:40. Oh,
that's the past.
That passed.
Okay, now look from now. Yep.
There's an opening in there. It's going to be close. What do you got to know on that?
Well, let's talk to meteorologist Rob Derry.
Rob Derry.
Rob, you make the call. He says we're good. All right.
The rain is coming down, so there you go. There's a new feature. There's a first for the River Falls Sports Broadcasting, the live radar.
Yeah, you don't catch that. You don't get that on every broadcast for high school football. You don't even get it in NFL, actually.
No. All right, let's go thank our main sponsor, First National Bank of River Falls, one more time. Thank you, First National Bank of River Falls over there in Prescott and downtown River Falls. Proud sponsors of everything Wildcat Sport right here on the River Falls Sports YouTube network. See the feds bump the rates down a little bit. Were those already built in, Jeff?
They were built in for sure, but the good news is the 30 and 15-year mortgage rates, at least at First National, both start with a 5 right now.
Ooh,
so that's
like
good
that.
news.
So head on down, see those friendly folks at First National Bank of River Falls again over there in Prescott and downtown River Falls. Maybe we'll run through the rest of our game sponsors, our Wildcat football sponsors as well. First National Bank, thank you very much. River City Stitch, got to thank Callie down at River City Stitch since 2007. You can go down there and order your Rhinos Stomp on Cancer t-shirts as well. She has all the Wildcat gear down there at River City Stitch. Friendly service, a lot of selections, great prices. See the friendly folks at River City Stitch. Allie Massa, she would love to quarterback your next home loan. Thank you, Allie Massa, with the Massa Mortgage Team. How about Jen Rivard with Leach Insurance for all those replays we did, Leach Insurance Look Back. Thank you, Steve Leach, with Leach Insurance sponsoring tonight's replays. Jen Rivard with State Farm Insurance. She's with the Sunshine Fund Red Zone. She's going to donate $1,000 to the River Falls Sunshine Fund at the end of the season. Thank you, Jenny Rivard. Also, Miss Sarah Jenkins, you saw her beautiful ad she has with the former Wildcat Stars. She'd love to be your realtor. Property Executives wants to thank Sarah Jenkins. Also, Black Wolf Exteriors, Mr. Joe Karras, he's also in on the Sunshine Fund Red Zone with Jen Rivard. He's donating $1,000, I think, for the third consecutive year for the River Falls Sunshine Fund. Also, the Garage Bikes and Brews. I brought a grinder tonight. We'll be giving that away after the game tonight. Hopefully the rain lets up, and we'll get down there and do that. Hopefully it's for a win tonight for the River Falls Wildcats.
Well, if it doesn't let up, maybe we can just throw it out the window. And,
Hey, let's go to this and put this up right here. Who's this? This is not a trivia question, but maybe it should have been a trivia question tonight. Yeah. There is a former Green Bay Packer, and he has ties to New Richmond. Who is that? Get up on the chat section. Let us know what former Green Bay Packer from the 1930s. He was late 20s, then he went to Pittsburgh, then he came back to Green Bay. Who is that? He's a Hall of Famer right here from New Richmond, Wisconsin. Get up on the chat section or text us. Let us know. Who is that right there? Former Green Bay Packer. You guys play nice online, wouldn't you? We're gonna keep that chat section open. So who is that right there? Former Green Bay Packer from New Richmond, Wisconsin. It's a pretty famous person, too. Pretty famous Packer, Hall of Famer. I'm just going to tell you because we're running out of time. That is Johnny Blood McNally, born in 1903 in New Richmond, Wisconsin. Johnny the Blood. There he is, right there from Richmond. So we were told, I took a tour last week. That's Johnny Blood McNally, very good. Craig Cardell, John Gretz, Scott Gavin, you guys are all over that. So here's what I was told about Johnny the Blood McNally in the tour I took this week. They said when Green Bay tried to get him back after they let him go to Pittsburgh, they offered him $110 a week. And then they said, I tell you what, Johnny the Blood McNally, we'll give you $120 a week if you don't have a drink between Wednesday and Sunday. Well, he called the Green Bay Packers back the next day and says, I'll take the 110. Johnny Blood McNally.
Yeah.
It's a good local tie.
With some different priorities, but yeah.
Yeah. So what else we have?
Yeah,
Jeff?
we'll talk about the Booster Club maybe.
Yeah, go ahead.
We are in the midst of the annual River Falls High School Athletic Booster Club membership drive. We do this every year in September and October. All proceeds go to support the 22 boys and girls athletic programs at River Falls High School. If you would like to become a member, and we would love to have you, check out the website at rfhsboosters.org. Again, that's rfhsboosters.org. There are both individual and family memberships along with business memberships, which you can get involved in. Again, 100% of the proceeds go to support the 22 boys and girls athletic programs at the high school. So far, we have raised just shy of $400,000 since the club started back in 2017. So, again, rfhsboosters.org. Join today.
Can you bring that satellite back up or not? Let's look at this one more time for those just rejoining us. Here's what we have in front of us. Is it going to go just west or not? It's going to be close. Who's the weatherman at home that wants to make a guess on that? Someone in the chat section, you say, are we going to make it or not? Boy, look, it kind of just to the west. Then there's a little bit of an opening. It's close.
Yeah.
We'll see. We're going to find out. Scott Mann is going to take one for the team. Yeah, but why are people on edge tonight? Come on, it's a full moon or what? We got a little rain. Scott would like to have you stick around. So, yeah, Blake. So I'm gonna here.
You don't have to leave, Scott. We're gonna
Scott,
take care of the we'll take care of the problem for you.
We just took care of some of it. There you go, Scott. Stick around. So there. So Blake will no longer be commenting on the comment section tonight.
No.
So
yep.
Again, this is just totally for fun. There's no egos that need to get involved. It's just fun banter back and forth. I mean, it's just there's no reason. No reason.
The rain is really coming down now, guys.
So the Wildcats will kick off here to start half two. The Wildcats are down by a point. Thought that might be a chance for Carefeld maybe to kick that field goal, but they must have been pretty confident in the play, but definitely weren't on the same page with their route running there with Massa and his intended receiver to throw that interception there towards the end of half one.
Yeah, they were definitely in Gavin's range. There's no question about that. It's making a proper snap, getting the ball down. There's a lot of things that have to happen. It's not just a kick, obviously, so I assume Coach Schurz opted to try to go for 6 instead of 3, and unfortunately it didn't work out, but they'll get more opportunities here in the second half.
Yeah, it's a moderate rain. It's not really a gully washer yet. We have Brewers score?
Brewers trail 2-1 in the middle of the fourth inning.
It's early.
St. Louis Cardinals. The Cubs just lost to the Reds by a score of 7-4.
Magic number is 5.
3.
3. Excuse me. That's
now.
right.
Yep.
We got game 2 yesterday.
Yep, game 2 yesterday. So it's
Mhm.
down to 3.
3.
If they win the night, it's 2.
2. How about the Phillies?
Phillies have not started yet.
Okay.
It's a West Coast start
Okay.
at Arizona. Got a couple of college games tonight. Talked to Mike Johnson on the way over about
Iowa.
his son Eli, and Eli's not traveling to the game tonight. It's a road game, but they're knotted up with Rutgers in a shootout, 21-21. That's a lot of points for Iowa in the first half.
Yeah.
So sounds like a fun game.
You know, the good news is I haven't seen any lightning in the sky. Have you? And haven't heard any thunder.
I've seen nothing.
And they're super cautious with that, too. If you see lightning, this thing is going to be shut down.
For 30 minutes.
30 minutes. So. And you guys saw the radar. You're all looking at your radars at home as well. (7-6). So who's going to hang on to the football in half 2 might be the question here in a wet evening.
That'll probably determine the winner.
I think it might.
Let's take a walk around the Big Rivers Conference.
Let's do it.
Still in the second quarter, Menominee pitching a shutout at Superior, 34-0. Hudson and Spash
just getting underway,
just
maybe.
finally underway. No score early in Stevens Point. And then in a shootout in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake holding on to a 24-22 lead over the Cardinals. That game in the third quarter.
Destiny says still pouring in River Falls.
Yep, that's what I've heard too. River Falls, Hudson, and Rice Lake all undefeated on top of the conference.
All right, here we go. River Falls going from south to north, our right to left. They're in the white. New Richmond in the orange top, black pant. Carafel kicks it away. It's a low line drive kick that's going to be another touchback for Gavin Carafel. Hits in the middle of the end zone and bounces all the way back to the running track, about another 20 yards behind the end zone.
That's a good high school kickoff, Kevin.
Really good. So that'll have them start on the 25, I think, or 20. And Ruffs, again, they're not on 20. Yep, 20-yard line. I feel a little better about the fact the refs look as uncertain as myself, who can't ever remember where they start. But they got it on the 20, that's right. So 1st and 10, New Richmond. Nick Stelreich. He was the guy the first half for New Richmond. He's their big stud. He's going to keep it again up the middle. They take him down. Cole saw some lightning on the distance.
Cole Dykes with the stop. Number 42.
Our executive producer, Braden Engstrom, said he saw some lightning out there to the east.
I missed it.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't want to see it.
No, I don't
That's
want to
why
see
I
it.
missed it.
The spotter hopefully didn't see it either. It's 2nd and 9 after the 1-yard gain off the legs of Nick Stelreich. He's Travis Brandt in the backfield. Tavian Brandt, excuse me. They give it to Tavian Brandt. He tries to get the edge. He's got the edge and then taken down after a gain of about 6. It'll be 3rd and 2. Rico Alboraz says some lightning in Roberts.
Well, Roberts is close to New Richmond last time I checked.
Yeah. 3rd and 2. Third down and 2. Big play early here in half 2. Pistol formation. Nick Stelreich. Expect him to keep the ball here. He's going to hand it off against the edge. Give it to the speedster, Tavian Brandt. So I think the Wildcats thought Stelreich was going to keep it too, Then they get the speedster Brandt around to the edge, and he gets it out to midfield, just short of midfield to the 49. Fresh set of downs for New Richmond. That kid's got some wheels.
Yeah, poor outside contain that time for the Wildcat defense. Brandt was able to get outside and use his speed to make a long gain for the Tigers and another first down.
He's not big. 5'7", 155. Mighty Mouse, though. Speedy. Man in motion. This time Stelreich's going to keep it and taken down in the backfield for a loss of 5 or 6 on the play. Good pursuit there. Who do you have, Jeff?
That was Nolan Hopeful, number 5, the junior linebacker with the stop. Tough to bring down one-on-one. There's no doubt about that, but Hopeful was able to do it.
Corby says Stelreich is 6'7". They got him 6'5" on the sheet. Maybe with cleats on, he's 6'7". He's a big unit. 2nd and 14.
He looks bigger than everybody else out there.
He's bigger than everybody else. Nose of the ball rests on the 45-yard line. Man in motion. And hand it off again. They lose contain again to get it to the edge. Cuts it back. Oh, nice open field tackle.
You're right, Kevin. They did lose contain again on that play, and
Todd Benedict
was about the only one out there, and he was able to get the stop.
Gain of 4.5. It'll be 3rd and long. 3rd and, let's call it 9.5. It's 3rd and 9 if you're a Richmond fan. It's 3rd and 10 if you're a River Falls fan.
And no matter who you are, this is a pretty big play here. The Wildcat defense can get off the field.
They go 3 receivers up top, 1 down low. Pistol formation. Nick Stelreich barking out the signals. He's going to keep it. Get to the edge. He's not going to make first down yardage. He's close, though. He's within maybe he does have it. They kind of ease forward. They said he's got it. He got 10 yards, and he needed 10. The quarterback runs off the right side of his line and wills his way to first down yardage. They move the change, 1st and 10. Wow, what a big run there by Stelreich.
It certainly was, and he's, for as big of a quarterback as he is, he's pretty fast as well, Kevin. He can definitely move. He's not a slow plodding quarterback.
No, athletic.
Yes.
1st and 10. Nice opening drive here in half 2 for New Richmond. Wildcats looking to get stiff here. Pass, got a man, caught. Good juke, good jive. He's headed towards the end zone, taken down on the 9.
We do have a flag on the play. We'll see what that is.
Okay, flag on the play.
It's
like it's coming back.
It is coming back.
Oh, we got an injury down there near the goal line for the Wildcats as well after that tackle. Well, that's going to erase a really good play. Let's see what the call was there. False start. They went a little quick. They did go quick, and it was a false start. That's going to erase a huge play. Penalties have kind of been a big part of this game tonight.
They really have.
That's been about the 3rd or 4th big play that's been erased.
They've nullified.
For both teams.
Yep. Some big plays, some turnovers. While we're waiting here, just received a message from the UWRF head football coach Matt Walker, who says many of the Falcon coaches and players are watching the stream on their trip to Jackson, Mississippi, as they play Belhaven tomorrow.
Well, Mr. Walker and staff, we're glad you're here. This is a really good football game, and maybe you can find a recruit or two out here tonight. It's some good football players.
Yeah, I'd say on both sides of the field for sure.
Hey, Austin Olson says, how many yards does Todd Benedict have tonight receiving? We have that?
Yeah, we got that here.
We have those stats.
Yeah, we do.
Brought to you by Dan Jenkins.
Get that for you in a second.
So I didn't see who the injured player was. There he is coming off now. You have a number on that? He's walking off under his own power with a little limp.
That's 16, Blake Schneider.
Blake Schneider coming off just a little bit gimped up. Here we go. Todd Benedict.
Benedict, 5 receptions, 95 yards. Yep.
Here you go, Austin. You ask and you shall receive here on River Falls Sports Broadcasting Network. Tough to call into ABC like that, but you can get us here in the booth. 1st and 15. Handoff. Now keep, fake handoff, and they get that to the edge. Oh, that time, much better job kind of spying the quarterback there. It's a much shorter gain of about 3. Who did we have on the tackle?
His cousin Austin.
Austin Stelreich. Second time that he's got him tonight. Short gain, 2nd down and 12. Oliver Simmons right here. He has to guard Parker Rohde. Let's watch that matchup here on this near side. That's going to be the big one. Oliver Simmons wearing number 25, guarding the New Richmond player. They've been going there. Let's see if they go there again. 2nd down and 12. Handoff up the middle. Slippery, elusive. Gain of about 5. Moves it forward. It'll be 3rd and 6 or 7. 3rd and 8.
Still right again on the tackle, along with Tyler Hastings.
They marked him 2 yards shorter than I thought he made. It's 3rd and 8. It's a long 3rd down play. Most likely 4-down territory here for New Richmond.
It's been a long drive so far. The Tigers have eaten up
almost half of the half.
Yeah,
half of the quarter.
5.5 minutes so far.
How about a turnover? How about an Apple turnover right here? Stelreich back to pass. Feeling some pressure, getting flushed. Now he steps up in the pocket. We got a flag on the play. Intercepted, River Falls! And there's a flag on the play.
Oliver Simmons, the junior.
Hey, did I just call his name and
did.
kind of put a yellow circle around him with our full highlighter? There he was, Oliver Simmons coming up big there. It's a flag on the play. That's going to be declined. Wildcats get the pick right there by number 25, Oliver Simmons.
Oliver Simmons, the junior, who's been pressed into action for a couple of reasons. One, because they've had some injuries back in the secondary, but 2, he's earned his playing time this year. He wasn't playing as much earlier in the year, but he's getting a ton of playing time right now because he's been playing well and made a huge play for the Wildcat defense right there to cut off a long Tiger drive offensively.
So, Henry, we appreciate you playing the role of father tonight. That's not always easy. It's not always easy, but that's the role of dad. Congratulations, Henry, and good luck for that.
Novak with the reception there. Not much.
Maybe a loss of a couple yards.
All right, the last thing the Wildcats want to do here, Kevin, is to give the ball right back to the
You've got to find a way to put
offense.
You got to find a way to put a couple first downs together.
Exactly, at least to give the Wildcat defense some rest.
It's been pretty tough sledding for Tara Savage today. Back to pass.
Oh,
And he's taken
fumble.
down from behind. The ball's down. Looks like New Richmond has it.
They do.
Inside the 10-yard line. I think we get a chance to go back on a Leach Insurance look back on this and go back, take a look at this sack fumble. I thought maybe his knee was down, but no, it wasn't. The ball was out, and Richmond is right on it, and they are knocking on the door. Wow, that's a big play.
Yeah, that was some inside penetration that time, and ended up getting Tino's blind side right there, and wasn't expecting it. Ball fell loose. They recovered it.
Mm-hmm. And again, Pete Stark, you ask, and we'll oblige. All right, 1st and goal for New Richmond. Richmond up by a point. Stelreich waiting for the football. Going to hand it off, cut it up the middle, headed towards the promised land. I saw a knee go down in about the 3. We'll see where they mark him.
Yeah, right around the 3. The ref saw it too, it looks like. So
that's Colton Gunter on the carry there.
Gunner's done some nice work, Kevin, too, running the ball inside in between the tackles, helping fill in the gap for Austin Wittick, who's out tonight on crutches.
2nd down and goal from the 3. Stelreich has got it. Going to hand it off again, and then punch it in for 6 more. saying he fumbled it, but I think he fumbled it in the end zone. Doesn't matter. He's already crossed the goal line.
Well, the referees are going to have a conversation about it here.
Was he bobbling it? There? Some talking, conversing. This would be a huge play. They're going to say he broke the plane or not. No, well, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. And now they didn't really emphatically confirm that, but it looks to me like they're going to leave it as a touchdown. I don't think we have a replay of that, but you really couldn't see it anyway in that scrum. River Falls recovered a loose ball in the end zone. The question was, did he break the goal line before? Did he break the goal line before he fumbled? And referee said yes, he did. 6 more for New Richmond. Now 13-6.
They're going to go for 2 here to try to make this a 2-score game, Kevin.
Back to pass, looking. He's in big trouble. Throws it up and incomplete. They're not going to be able to, and that's a big miss there. Now just a 7-point game with 4:52 to go. So they limit the damage, kind of.
Yeah, and I get why New Richmond did that. Obviously, they're trying to make this a two-score game when points are pretty hard to come by tonight. So
did we get a replay on that pick or not? I think maybe we did. So Peter was asking about the pick replay. Yeah, here it is. Let's go back, take a look at that. Peter's asking for this one. We have that one too. So there it is. He steps up, throws it down, and picked off right there. There you go. So that was putting the Wildcats in good position. Then they turn it over, and Richmond punches it in. There you go, Pete.
Yeah, I would just watch the replay, Kevin. It looked like he was in, so I think that was
good call.
From what I can see, anyway, it was a good call.
13-6. Good old-fashioned barn burner. Wildcats got to find a way to get their offense going here tonight. This is the best defense they've seen by far this season. Is that an understatement of the night?
No.
It's happening, right? I mean, this defense is tough. Short kick, fielded by the up back on the 18, moves it out to the 25, trying to get the edge, still going. Lunges out and gets over the 35-yard line. Great return. The Wildcats will set up shop, 1st and 10 on about their own 36. Rain has kind of let up, so for those of you that saw the radar earlier and were guessing it was going to miss us, you're right so far.
Got a ways to go, but
yeah.
Last thing any of us want is a delay at this point.
At this point especially, right? Kind of cooking with gas right now. Yeah. 13-6, Wildcats down by a tutter. Still a lot of football left to be played tonight. I don't think 13's going to do it, by the way. Massa flanked by Tarasavich. Fake the handoff. Going to roll. Look. He's got a man wide open. Caught! Oh, what a pass. What a catch. Riker O'Keefe. Oh, baby. Riker O'Keefe got free. Really nice job by Massa keeping his head up. And let's go back and take a look at that real quick once.
Here's the replay. I can't tell you how hard this is with Massa running to his left here. He got smoked just as soon as he released the ball, but just a dime out to Riker O'Keefe for
throwing across his body. That was really difficult.
Not easy to do, and he got buried.
Now we got flags everywhere. Laundry.
That's on the Wildcats.
Laundry out.
False start.
Flag. Flag on the play. False start, Cats. Just when things were looking promising, and now you work behind the chains again, 1st and 15.
It's barely raining right now.
Barely. I mean, you can see it up in the lights, but it's a real light rain. Not even that many umbrellas out.
No.
15% of the people have the umbrella out. Rest are roughing it. 1st and 15, ball's on the 40. Tarasavich to the right of Massa. They'll hand it off to Joey.
No, he keeps it.
No, he keeps it. I was surprised there.
Well, he kept it. And
I was surprised. That's the first time we've seen that all season.
It is, and It would have worked, but Keegan Langness, who we've called his name numerous times so far this evening, the 5'8", 134-pound junior, that play didn't fool him. And
No,
he
stayed home. Now the rain does pick up again.
As soon as I said that.
Yeah, second down and long. 10, 20. Second down and 20. Moving backwards after the nice pass and catch. Massa looking. Going for a lull again, and that is a wet ball and intercepted down at the 21-yard line. Second pick tonight, I think, for that fellow. That is Keegan Langness, his second interception of the game. That looked like a wet football to me.
It did, and Massa got hit again on that play, and he comes up hobbling a little bit. That is the last thing we need right there for Tino Massa to get injured.
He is walking off. He got hit pretty hard, though.
He got hit, on a couple plays in a row, too. Yep.
Yeah, that to me, that was a wet. Tino's been so good this year with his arm and the football. That one there looked like it maybe slipped out of his hand a bit. It had nothing on it. 1st and 10, New Richmond.
Turnovers. We talked about it before the game.
Handoff up the middle. Still going. Boy, that kid is not big, but he is slippery. Tavian Brandt, 5'7", 155. They had him wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and Mighty Mouse just keeps his legs moving and gains about 7 on the play, 2nd and 3.
Yeah, the one thing I'll say so far is the Tigers have, in my mind, clearly won the line of scrimmage battle so far.
So far tonight. No doubt about it.
Both sides of the ball, I think.
2nd and 3. Stelreich's got it. He'll keep it. He's got a lot of room on this near edge, trying to be run down, getting a block out in front and runs it out to the 47-yard line. Yeah, the contain, we talked about that a little bit tonight, Jeff, and again there we collapsed in the middle, and he had a lot of green grass in front of him, didn't he?
Yeah, and we saw that.
You got a flag?
Well, we got an injured player on the sidelines.
Okay. Injured player for River Falls near the bench of New Richmond. He's up.
It's Mason Novak.
He's up. He got taken down right into the bench. They were pursuing heavily. Got taken down into the bench area of New Richmond, but he's up and he's going to be okay. Another New Richmond first down. They get it out to the 48-yard line.
He's going to have to come out for a play, I believe. Yep.
Yeah, Wildcats with more turnovers tonight than they've had all season.
I'd say by far. Yeah.
Combined, right? They haven't had many. This week is as wet as last week, though, so, conditions are similar. Last week they really hung on to the football. 1st and 10 for New Richmond. Wildcats got to find a way to pop one out of there. Now we have whistles. Timeout, New Richmond.
Yeah, I think the pass rush tonight, Kevin, the New Richmond pass rush, has really caused a lot of these turnovers, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And Tino had much more time to throw last week. And that can force turnovers. There's no question about that.
How does the radar look? See if we can get an update on that or not. We're just in a little bit of a zone right now, but it looks juicy coming there. It's close, isn't it?
Just keep the lightning away.
Yeah, it's going to stay wet the rest of the game. The question is if we're going to get lightning and we're going to go on delay. If not, we're going to finish this thing out. 2:39 to go here in the third quarter. 1st and 10. Nice ad, Braden, by the way, on that radar. Handoff up the middle. Once again, Colton Gunter pushes forward. They're getting a great push on their offensive line.
Yeah, we just talked about it a couple plays ago. the New Richmond offensive and defensive lines both controlling the line of scrimmages for the vast majority of tonight's game. And that's made the difference, that and turnovers.
Yeah, these are two very good teams. Someone made that point. 2nd down and 3. Game's far from over yet tonight, too. 2nd down and 3. Stelreich will keep it, runs it up the middle, breaking tackles, moves it to the 40, and that is about a 5-yard gain and enough for a New Richmond first down. They'll move the chains again with $1:58 to go here in quarter 3.
Blake Schneider finally bringing them down. New Richmond has had the football almost the entire third quarter, Kevin, other than just a couple of plays.
Yeah, they have.
Like a tired Wildcat defense out in the field right
See
now.
some hands on hips. 1st and 10. Stelreich. He'll keep it again. And his cousin takes him down from behind. Austin Stelreich on the tackle of Nick Stelreich.
Austin's brought him down several times tonight.
Ryan Brummins says, rain here in Minnesota, no lightning. Well, that'd be good if that stays. 2nd down and 10. 4-down territory here for New Richmond. They have 3 downs to go 10 yards. Clock continues to run. They seem to be in no hurry. One receiver up top, split in, tight end split off. He's going to keep it and taken down from behind. The guy's so big he just carries guys on his back.
Yeah, Luke Anderson with the tackle. He carried Luke about 3 or 4 yards
He
at
did.
the end there, and
It'll be 3rd and manageable now for New Richmond. Again, now they have 2 downs to make about 3 yards. So Ellsworth versus Amory is rescheduled for tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
and that might be the end of the quarter.
And that's going to do it here in and it's in New Richmond, with New Richmond Tigers 13, the River Falls Wildcats 6, as we head to the end of quarter 3 here in New Richmond, Wisconsin. 7-point football game, but New Richmond on the march. We did bring the Garage Gridiron Grinder along. We can play the River. Let's play the Riverland Laser ad here. Just to show, this one's no audio on this. We can show that's kind of cool how they make these Garage Gridiron Grinders. They laser them right on there. That's today's game, and we brought one of those up in the booth tonight. Hopefully we can give that away with a win. That's shiny. That's nice. Thank you, Riverland Laser. I also want to thank First National Bank of River Falls, our main sponsor, proud sponsors of everything Wildcat Sport right here on the River Falls Sports YouTube network.
Third quarter stats, Kevin,
Yes.
real quickly. Tino Massa, 9 of 16 for 134 yards, 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Tara Savage, 15 carries for 50 yards and a touchdown. Todd Benedict, leading receiver, 5 receptions for 95 yards. Ricker O'Keefe had that long reception earlier in the quarter, 1 reception for 30 yards. Mason Novak, 2 for 15. The big story of tonight's game, Wildcats with 4 turnovers. The Tigers with only 1.
3rd and 3. Just got to find a way to get stiff. Punch one out here, something, if you're a Wildcat fan. I'll hand it off. Get the edge. He's got first down yardage and a little bit more. They must be getting a great push on that offensive line for New Richmond. They're controlling that, aren't they?
They are. It's on both sides of the ball for sure. It's been tough sledding offensively for the Wildcats running attack, but there's some big boys on the New Richmond Tiger offensive line. They're kind of known for that.
Yeah. 13-6. Last year was 40-7 New Richmond, I believe.
It was. That was a close game at well into the third quarter, and they just pulled away in the fourth quarter.
Well, hopefully it's not the same tonight.
Yes.
1st and 10. This time Stelreich hands it off up the middle, headed towards the promised line and right on cue, Jeff. They run one in from 19 yards out.
Tavian Brandt with the touchdown.
Brandt gets the gap. We just talked about how they're controlling the offensive line, and that time Tavian Brandt finds a big seam. He could have drove a Mack truck through that and scampers 19 yards in, and it goes 19-6. They're looking to tack on an extra point here and maybe two.
Brandt's been impressive tonight, filling in for Austin Whittick, one of the top rushers in the state. They haven't missed a beat.
They're going to go for one. That looks good. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 11:16 to go here in the contest, it is the Richmond Tigers 20 and the River Falls Wildcats 6, and they've got their work cut out for them here.
They do. We'll check on the status of Tito Massa. I saw him walking around on the sidelines, so hopefully he's ready to go here. He's taken a bit of a beating so far tonight.
Yeah, 26, it's a deep hole. They're going to have to find a way here, some way, somehow. But right now, New Richmond is controlling the lines of scrimmage.
It's controlled the line of scrimmage, and they've controlled the football, too.
They have, and they haven't turned the ball over once.
They had the one turnover earlier in the game, and Wildcats have 4, which you're not going to beat very many football teams if you turn it over 4 times,
No.
and especially a team like New Richmond.
Rice Lake 30, Chi High 22 in the third.
We'll see the Warriors in a couple of weeks up in Rice Lake.
Kick is away. It's a shorter kick, fielded back on the 14. Move it to the edge. Moves it forward, dances to the outside, and gets it out to the 37-yard line. Nice return right there by Riker O'Keefe.
Well, 11 minutes left. It goes without saying this is a critical drive here for the Wildcat offense to put some points on the board. And they need 7, not 3, that's for sure. So
Down by 14 with 11:09 to go. Hey, it'll make the story better should they be able to pull this one out.
yes, it certainly will. Backs are against the wall. They were last week, and they were able to
Find a way.
come off the mat, and let's see what they can do here tonight.
All right, 1st and 10, Wildcats. Had trouble hanging on to the football tonight. Let's see if they can matriculate down the field here. Decent field position on that kick return by Riker O'Keefe. Trip receivers up top, one down low. These back to pass. Stopper out, caught. 4-yard gain. Little yak on that, tacks on 3 more. Whoa, what an effort over there. That's Riker O'Keefe. Just returned the kickoff, and there he makes a 4-yard catch, and then 2 guys on him, just keeps the feet moving and gets about 3 or 4 more yards on Yak. 2nd and 4.
Wildcats in a hurry here.
This time they'll give it to Tarasavage. He works over that left side of that line, and that's one of his better runs. Not his best run tonight, but one of his better runs for about 6. That'll move the chains for the River Falls Wildcats. 1st down.
And stops the clock briefly.
1st and 10. Handoff. Joey keeps his feet moving,
Nothing.
and he's wrapped up early. Probably gets back to the line of scrimmage. You had him for about a 2-yard loss, and he salvaged a no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. Now we go trips here to the near side. Todd Benedict, he's closest to you here, standing on the 49-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout, New Richmond Tigers.
Coach Reggie Larson is hot right now.
He's not happy about something.
I don't know if his players were in the wrong formation or that's my guess.
Hey, we've got a 17-second commercial right here. First National Bank of River Falls. Let's go play that.
Locally rooted and proudly running for 120 years, the First National Bank of River Falls consistently supports the community through donations and volunteer initiatives. First National Bank of River Falls, serving up big bank services with a small town charm.
Thank you to the friendly folks down at the First National Bank of River Falls over there in Prescott, downtown River Falls. Proud sponsors of everything Wildcat Sport right here on the River Falls Sports YouTube network. Second and 10. The Richmond with their first time out of the half. Was that their second? Their second, huh? Just got one left. Massa back to pass. Deep cross, or deep out route, and over the head of the intended receiver. Incomplete. Yeah, deep slant out route and just overthrew him. Again, wet ball, 3rd and 10.
Wet ball? You didn't have a lot of time again.
Yeah, that was intended for Cal Dumond.
You know, in Tino's defense, he's had pass rushers in his lap most of the evening.
And dinged up a little bit. They'll go aerial again, cross route. That's just behind the intended receiver, Ton Benedict. Benedict had a little bit of a seam there. He got on him quick. It was just behind him.
Yeah,
4th and 9. I'm assuming you can't punt here.
No, I think you have to go for it. But same thing again, that play. Tino got leveled right when he let go of the ball.
Four receivers out. Massive flank by Tarasavich in the backfield. Pistol formation. 4th and 9.5. Back to pass. Far side, one-on-one coverage. And no flags on the play. Really good coverage over there on the far side. Running stride for stride with the intended receiver. And that'll turn it over on downs, give it back to New Richmond with 9:41 to go. I like the intention there, but that was just really good coverage.
Really good play by Graham Kammerer, the defensive back for the Tigers. Second half's been all New Richmond.
The online crowd's a little spicier than usual tonight.
Yeah, I see that.
I mean, it's not terrible, but you get some rustling down in the first couple rows, Jeff.
Mid-season form, I guess.
Yeah. I deleted it. I don't even know what it meant either, but I deleted it. I don't think it was, I don't know what it stands for. Could stand for whatever you want it to stand for. All right, 1st and 10. 9:41 to go. Wildcats now definitely looking for a turnover here. Man in motion. Hand it off up the middle on the fake check sweep, and then a good stick on the far side.
Great stick at the end by Blake Schneider.
Boy, he got in there and just lowered the boom, but not until they gained 4 on the play.
Tigers in no hurry here.
Nope, they're going to take this thing down all the way. They haven't had, they've gained 3-4 yards on most plays tonight. I don't know what their average yards per play is, but it's got to be in the 3 and 4 range. Stelrake again, shotgun. He's going to hand it off up the middle. Pyle moves forward a couple yards. It'll be 3rd and manageable for New Richmond, about 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 4.
Yeah, I'd say other than a couple of those bad snaps earlier in the first quarter, they've
been pretty solid, haven't they?
They've been very solid.
It'll be 3rd and 4.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't get this, they may elect to punt here.
I would think so. I trust their defense.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to give the Wildcats field position here.
Not there.
This fella here on the near side in the slot looks to be lined up in the neutral zone. Can see that at home, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Everybody at home can see the same thing we're looking at
His
here.
helmet's over.
It looks like, but
I don't think we're going to get a call, though.
no.
Nope.
Handoff. Boy, we had initial contact by Tyler Hastings, number 44, unable to wrap up. He bounces off of him and moves forward for about 5 yards for a first down. Boy, they had him stopped.
They did. That's Colton Gunter again. He's played a nice ball game, Kevin. He's not the biggest kid in the world, but he's able to keep piles moving, and a lot of extra effort on his part tonight.
That's a big first down. That'll take another 3 minutes off the clock minimally here for New Richmond. They broke the 40 now into Wildcat territory. Handed off.
Penalty.
Flag on the play. Tavian Brandt on the carry, but I think that's going to come back. False start, New Richmond Tigers. That'll stop the clock. Boy, since that opening drive when the River Falls went right down the field and got to 6, it's been pretty quiet offensively.
It's been nothing, actually. Yeah, they've had a couple of big plays along the way, but New Richmond's really controlled this football game since that point.
Mm-hmm. 1st and 15 now for the Tigers. Handoff again to Tavian Brandt.
Fumbled it,
and
but
the ball looks like it made it to planet Earth,
yep.
But there's been no call of the change of possession. Loss of yardage on the play. It'll be 2nd and about 18.
Yeah, Brandt was able to recover his own fumble. Clock is not the friend of the Wildcats right now.
And New Richmond doing a good job running that down. Second and 18. Stelreich hands it off. Bounces it to the outside. Now he cuts up in the seam. And look at the kid go. Colton Gunter all the way down to the 13-yard line. He had a fresh set of getaway sticks there, and he was picking them up and laying them down to the 13. Just got a little bit of a seam and just burst through that, and what a carry. And that is going to make it really tough on the Wildcats.
It really is. We've talked about him all evening. Colton Gunter, a 159-pound junior who statistically really hasn't done a whole lot so far this season, and he's certainly up there for player of the game for the Tigers.
And this is being done without the number 6 running back in the state, Austin Whittick, who's out tonight for New Richmond.
Yes. We've had a couple guys pick up the slack, Tavian Brandt and Colton Gunter being the main two.
And Stelreich doing everything he needs to do. And again, they get to that second wave, and down to the 4 they go.
And you just hit it right in the head, Kevin, getting to that second wave. That's happened repeatedly here in the second half. Wildcat defense is just gassed. They've been on the field for just about the entire half. And
so about 5 minutes ago, Jeff, you were alluding to the fact how it was a pretty close game last year until the end. This has got
pretty similar
shades of that.
It really does. Yeah, they just beat you up on both sides of the line.
2nd and 2. Let the clock run down. Now we're under 5 minutes to go. Stelreich will keep it. He's trying to find a seam. He's headed towards the promised land, taken down on the 2.
Yeah, I just got a message from Mike Johnson. He said this is reminiscent of the game at Hudson last year when we had all the turnovers, if you remember that one. And
yeah, very reminiscent.
Yeah.
Hey, did we get a Brewers score?
It's not good either. They're down 7-1 in the 5th inning.
Not good.
No. Clock is ticking.
4:22, 4:21. Handed off, got the edge, got a touchdown. Too fast on the edges, too strong up front, Jeff.
That was Colton Gunter again. He deserved that touchdown, Kevin. There's a flag.
Flag on the play. That might be coming back.
You'll have to wait.
Let's see. Hankey. Maybe he got the edge, Jeff, because there was holding.
Yeah, that could be.
Our whiteboard tonight is pretty empty.
It's pretty empty. And that penalty almost seems like they're delaying the inevitable here.
Mm-hmm.
Allows the Tigers to run some more clock. Yeah, I don't have anything. As far as that goes, Kevin, the
No.
whiteboard. We're not going to repeat that one.
No. Thank you, Mike Johnson.
Yeah, okay.
Stelreich pushes it forward. Wildcats trying to take him down. The big unit had initial contact at the line of scrimmage, but he carries about 3 or 4 white shirts with him and gains 4. Folks at home, just buckle your seatbelts, and if you're thinking about typing something, just don't right now. How about that?
Yep.
It's not terrible, but just don't. You don't need to. Not going to win any shouting contests in the River Falls Sports Broadcasting chat section. Just not going to happen. To the outside, now he cuts it back up the middle. Gets it down to the 6. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 6.
Okay, might have to. Didn't you give him a timeout already? Isn't that the same guy?
Yeah, I deleted some of his stuff. And it's just for that, though. We'll do that. We'll go. That'll do it.
All right. What do we got here?
2:50, and the clock continues to run. 3rd and goal. Wildcat still with 2 timeouts. Stelreich to the outside.
Whoa.
Oh, nice hit on the outside.
Blake Schneider.
Blake Schneider.
Wow.
Blake Schneider.
That's the.
Blake Schneider's 5'10", 155. Took down Stelreich 6'5", 224. And boy, he gave him a lick, didn't he?
Certainly did. That's probably some frustration and everything here that's happened tonight, but
Looks like they're going to go for a field goal. This will be a 26-yard field goal attempt by number 85, Evan Fagnan. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it is good. And Fagnan bangs through a 26-yarder to the right side, and that'll make it 23-6 with $1.50 to go.
well, this might be a good opportunity to look ahead to next week.
Yeah, Hudson in River Falls.
Homecoming, Battle of the Jug. We haven't had the Jug since
Been 4 years.
2022 is the last time we won the Jug. So it's been 3 years since we've had that. Now Hudson defeated these same New Richmond Tigers last week by a score of 24-21.
Lightning with 1:50 left. No way. No.
Coaches are going to get together, see if they call it.
Yeah.
I think that would certainly be the thing to do in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Would you come back for 30 minutes for So you can see now the referees and the coaches are talking about this with 1:50 to go. And they got the lightning delay now with 1:50 to go, 23-6.
I think it's got to be up to both coaches. They have to agree. I'm certain New Richmond would agree, but it's up to Coach Schurz here.
So the artist Rob Derry's on there. You can do lip reading at home, and let's see what they say here. We'll try to hear what they say if they come on the PA and say something. Now head coach Ryan Schurz is coming over, and they're going to have another conference, a post-conference conference. They're going to look at the radar, I think. We have our own radar.
It's a 3-score game at the moment.
Yeah. With 1:50 to go. I know Ryan Schurz is a competitor. So we'll take an online survey at home. What would you do here if you were head coach? Would you say we're good, or would you say let's wait it out? What would you do if you were the head coach of River Falls right now? There's not a right answer.
No, there isn't. I mean,
it's probably a practical answer.
I think the practical answer is just call it a day.
I would
given
think.
that they've gotten beat up pretty good tonight.
Yeah. You hate to come back stiff and
get somebody else hurt.
Yeah.
The chances of coming back from a 3-score deficit with $1.50 left are
minimal.
Very minimal. But we'll see here.
Now they're going to ask for, how about just the third conference? I think he's going to give him this thing ain't going to be over for a while speech now. That guy's like, I don't think Schurz was buying what we were selling, so I'm going to try one more time. I'm just going to tell him it's not going to be over for 2 hours. I think he put a caveat on that. He said, I'm not a meteorologist. I don't play one on TV, but this looks like it could be bad for a couple hours. Let's see. Still no indication. Looks like we're going
to at least get an announcement or not?
Maybe he's going to confer with his coaches. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Now Schurz is coming back one more time for a fourth conference. He wouldn't confer with his coaches. And now he's like, where's everybody? He's like, all right, fine. We'll just wait it out then. Where's Principal Lidke? Where's the voice of reason?
I don't know if the game's actually over or not. They
haven't indicated. There's still people walking. You know what? You don't want to hear something sad with all that talking right there.
So they're going to resume play in 25 minutes. And
so
they have to clear the stadium.
So here, want to hear a sad thing? This is like, I feel like I was at work and we had a $17 invoice and we had 4 of us talking about it for 40 minutes and we just spent $194 talking about the $17 invoice. So in this time we spent here talking about this, the game could have been over.
Yep.
How about that?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I didn't even see any lightning. I don't know. Somebody must have, but I still haven't.
Yeah, the chain gang, they're not really there. They're like, we're good over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. They said we're going to delay it, so I'm going to go back, read the comments, what people think. Someone said play the game. Well, you can't play the game. That's not an option right now. Adam Gerrell says wait. Heidi says, call it, go home, don't risk injury. Anthony says, considering the circumstances, I'd call it. Bag it. Steve Rivard says, bag it.
Zero question.
I'm with you.
I'm with Steve.
Yeah. And if I'm Brett Favre, you know what I would do? I'd double bag it.
Yeah. It is really coming down now.
Yeah.
The game has been canceled.
There we
It's been
go.
Called, so,
There we go.
right,
So,
there we go.
you know what we're not going to have? I'm going to put this up here. We're not going to have, you have the, let's get the other one up here, the bigger one.
That's a good decision.
Yeah, so in light of the Lightning, the loss, there'll be no Garage Gridiron Grinder tonight, but we want to certainly thank all the folks down at the Garage Bikes and Brews for always having the coveted trophy. We'll have it. We'll next week probably give out 2.
Yep.
Potentially.
Hope so.
So, but yeah, considering there's a lightning delay, there's a loss, the teams are gone, it's pouring rain. There'll be no award tonight for the Garage Bikes and Brews Gridiron Grinder. So, but thanks to the folks down at the Garage Bikes and Brews for sponsoring that coveted award. Not tonight.
Nope.
We've got it, and we'll have to bring it back next week. So, thank you, Garage Bikes and Brews. And tonight there's a final now from. You want to put the final in there? Or is it too late? We final.
30 on or
Final from New Richmond, Wisconsin. The New Richmond Tigers 23, the River Falls Wildcats 6, and that'll be the first loss of the season for the Wildcats. Richmond's goes to 2-1 in conference, and the Wildcats now 2-1 in conference.
Correct. Hudson and Rice Lake currently. Well, actually, Rice Lake has just defeated Chippewa Falls by a score of 38-22. So Rice Lake is 3-0. Hudson leading Stevens Point by a score of 14-7, only in the second quarter, so that game's got a long way to go. Stevens Point also undefeated.
Hudson now ahead 20-7.
Yep.
Just an update there.
So if that score holds, then Hudson and Rice Lake will have the sole lead of the Big Rivers Conference with 3-0 records, and New Richmond and River Falls will be next up at 2-1.
All right, Jeff and gang, let's put a big red bow around this. How about it?
Let's do that.
On behalf of my great color commentator, Jeff Johnson, Rob Derry, the artist on camera, Braden Engstrom on production, Dan Jenkins on statistics, Chris Larson, our field camera guy, I'm Kevin Westhouse saying thanks again for joining us, everybody, and until next Friday night, good night, everybody.